Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 461 live. Welcome into our Wrestle Wars Genesis Television Championship Gold Rush Tournament. We also, as you can see, have a YTD Academy matchup ready to rock and roll this evening. Fatal 4-way, two out of 3 falls matchup for the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Championship. We, of course, have the Outlaws, Akira and Alice Blade, the mother-daughter duo. We have Stephanie Wolf and Ashley Sky from Team Soul Embers. And, of course, also challenging for the championships tonight from Team Distinct Cone and Team Tiliana Pierce representing Team Glenola's Wolfpack. It is the Wolfpack gals Rose Brewer and Tia Stevens. And they're, of course, all challenging for the championships being held by the undisputed Winter Swarm, the coldest bitch on the planet, January. And, of course, from Team Queen Bee and Honeybee Wrestling, it is Honeybee. They have, of course, been a very impressive duo since joining forces very quickly, rose to the top of the tag team food chain, and have since then dominated the division and become the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Championships, also looking for gold on Wrestle Wars Genesis. Unfortunately, the people holding those gold are also challenging to become double champions tonight. Akira and Alice Blade are the Wrestle Wars Genesis Women's Tag Team World Champions, and should they complete their campaign tonight, they'll be double champions. And Glenola, welcome in. You sneaky bastard, you tried to sneak up on me, but I saw you. I see you. I hear you. Well, hey, it's Darth Glenola. Is it that time of the evening? Oh, yeah, it is, I guess. It is about... What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. 11:30. Hey, I started on time, even. Well, sort of.
I've been trying to hold off on treatments, space them a bit more, but I kind of overdid it.
Yeah. What? Can you just repeat that? Oh, 7 hours, yeah. Is that how long you went for 7 hours?
Yeah.
I know, I was there for a while.
Yeah,
I think you were preoccupied doing something, though. I was there for quite a while, but it was kind of... Who else was there?
The treatment, my treatment has been about 7 hours since my last treatment.
Now, how did your job interview go?
I haven't been interviewed yet.
Oh, I thought that already happened. When is that?
No, but that's the thing. There's been some communication issue, and we're getting everything sorted out.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll know something either by the end of the week or beginning of next week.
Nice.
But the one manager was on vacation. Yeah, it's got a whole big... It got confusing there for...
Yeah, it's... What is that time of year? Managers all decide they want to take their vacations.
Well, the human resources lady is training somebody. So she's passed it on to would essentially be assistant manager.
Hey, Joe Link! What's going on, Sir Jack? And Honeybee Wrestling, I see all of you. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. What's new and exciting? Everybody's crack-a-lack and they want to see this tag team championship matchup, Little. It is going to be one hell of a match. Great way to set the tone. Wait until you see the bracket, though, for the tournament. The World Television Championship is on the line tonight. Of course, Elijah Archer had just won that championship. He was put in that matchup, by the way. Who did that? I forget. Was it Sir Jack? Sir Jack, was it you that did that match? Or was it Shadows? Somebody did it. Somebody redeemed Archer. I believe it was versus Severn, yeah?
So Honeybee Wrestling.
Did he take the belt from Severn?
He took
the belt from Severn, that's what I thought, yeah. Okay, so it's been a few days. I have not even gone over any YTD Academy matches in the last couple of days. I've been preoccupied.
Severn's coming after Archer.
Okay. So I knew somebody had redeemed it. I just can't remember exactly. I mean, I could easily go look, but I'm lazy. I'm not gonna. I'm really not gonna. You know that. So, but it's there. The information is there. So anyways, Joe Link dropping some tiny little beautiful gems all over the floor. That is disgusting. You're making it look like an episode of Twilight in here. Stop it.
I have not seen you live at all.
Strange, I am live.
On the most must-see show on Twitch TV.
Just refresh your screen. I've only been live for about 4:58. You could be on a lag.
100 bits as well. So did Honeybee Wrestling.
But yeah, we are.
I had YouTube opened up, I had Twitch opened up, and I was trying to find you on either one.
Yeah, well, I was originally going to start around 10:30, 11, but then I got preoccupied, so it ended up becoming. Well, I was actually, to be fair, I knew I was going to be preoccupied, so I just kind of delayed the start time, so to speak, if you will.
Then Bud Times had to come first.
I mean, I'm not going to confirm or deny that, but that may or may not have happened. I never kiss and tell.
Third Traverse Hello 100 bits.
Plus, she's still awake and sitting beside me.
I do have to say, that picture of the little princess. And
isn't she gorgeous? Yeah.
Yeah, that was just so cute.
Yeah,
I commented, but it almost looked like, who is this?
Yeah. So that's my granddaughter.
So Honeybee Wrestling.
Yeah.
So my daughter and I had
Together
not
we will grow
spoken
strong
for a
and
few
our
years, and
communities
she
will
became a
remain
mama.
strong
So
by
I
our
had
constant support for
just,
one another's
Mel and I had
endeavors.
just met
With
her
that said, with
a few days ago, and so it's been a real
I
interesting
appreciate it, Joe, at least you
roller
noticed it.
coaster of emotions over the last few days, so that's why I haven't really
may not
done
notice it,
much.
Honeybee
I even
Wrestling.
meant to do some recorded matches last night. I ended up passing out beside the missus. I was just emotionally spun out. In a good way. Like, it wasn't a bad thing. I had to sleep.
know.
and then, of course, today I was going to spend the day with them, so I went and I spent the day with it was like a granddaughter day. And I helped her clean her apartment, because, it was a bit messy. And so Pops was there. Pops to the rescue.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So by the time I left, it looked like an apartment again. It was good. But, yeah. No, it was good. It's been a good last few days. It's
You
been
are
a good
awesome,
last few
Honeybee
months. I
Wrestling.
mean, let's be real here. So, I mean, I'm getting married soon, right? So there's a lot of
I
good stuff going on
appreciate
in my world. So, but Joe Link, I missed your show. I do apologize. I saw that you said you were gonna go live, but again, I fell asleep. I went to bed, and it was really I don't even sleep that early ever, but I did. I was just emotionally and mentally spun out in a very good way, and my wife was sleeping very comfortably beside me, and I was like, oh, that looks nice. So I snuggled in and passed out
Together
watching a
we will
movie.
grow strong and our
That's what I did last
communities
night.
will remain
But-
strong
so I
by our
apologize
constant support
for the
one
lack of
another's
YTD
endeavors.
Academy. I will make up for it this week. You know what? How about this? I can't remember what my schedule is. So because it's been 2 weekends in a row with a lack of YTD Academy action on Sunday. So I'll do a live YTD Academy show. Let me check my schedule again, and I'll talk to Glenola and Joe in the lily pad, and we'll figure that out. But we'll do 2 live shows this week. We're still going to do Genesis tomorrow night. Obviously, that's not going to change.
Yeah, he feared.
That's okay, there is always
so
but
much
if
that
you
he
miss
had to get
something,
rid
I
of it.
appreciate
Yeah.
the support
His
any
show
way
by
anyone
itself.
can give.
Yeah,
Thanks for the shout out.
indeed. But that's okay. There's always VOD if you. Yeah, well, I will check out the VOD. I did, however, watch the matchup for your YouTube channel between Archer and who the hell did he face now? It was actually a good match. John Moxley. He fought John Moxley and ended up making him bleed and won the match. That was yeah.
Wow,
it was a good match,
surprise.
right? I actually thought he was going to lose that match because John Moxley attacked him from behind right from the get-go. He didn't even make it to the ring. He just attacked him from behind, started going to town right on the fucking ramp, and I was like, oh shit, Archer's going to lose this match quick. And somehow he makes it through to the end of the match and won against Moxley. And they never went into the ring. Never made it to the fucking ring.
On the most must-see
Yeah,
show
Elijah
on
Archer's the
Twitch
king
TV.
of choke.
Hey, Honeybee Wrestling with
Except-
145 tiny little beautiful
Not even-
gems. Thank you.
Honeybee Wrestling.
Not even he
Together
sucks
we will
enough to
grow
lose to
strong
Moxley
in
like
our
that.
communities.
Now I have
will
given
remain
245.
strong by
She says she's
constant
counting.
support for one another's endeavors.
She's counting.
With
That
with
is
now I
ghastly.
have given 245.
Why are you counting? Are you showing off? Are you
You
gloating?
missed the first 100.
Be careful. Soul Embers will come in here and drop some nasty shit. He likes to sneak in and do that. He doesn't subscribe and drop bits very often. But what he does, he drops like last time it was 10,000.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What are you doing, man?" Like, fuck. You know what? If you're gonna drop 10,000 bits, I'd rather you give out the equivalent in gift subs. Honestly. Seriously, share it with the community instead of just giving it, because it goes to me anyways, right? Part of the money goes to me anyway. So gift the community. Fuck the bits. If you're gonna drop that many, right? If you're gonna drop, that's $100, man. So if you're gonna drop $100, that's a lot of gift subs to the community. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you guys do what you want with your money. I'm not gonna tell you how to spend it here. You just keep spending. I'm good. I will take it all. I will take it all, but...
I wish I could drop some shiny little gems, but...
Well, not everybody can, doesn't matter. That's not why we're here. We're not here to collect money, but... I mean, if they're gonna, I'm just saying, I would prefer, if you're gonna drop $100 in one shot on my channel, that's fine. I mean, I'm all for it. Bring it. It happens. But, gift sub it. Do the equivalent in gift subs, gift the community, and they get benefits out of that, right? But either way, I appreciate. I mean, I'm not going to complain, right? How dare I? I'm just saying. Would you not agree? Yeah. Yep. I'm also going to do a. So for anybody that collects video games, I can't remember if I talked about this on air, or.
I think you mentioned it in the Discord.
Yeah. What? Discord, yes, I did. What was I talking about?
Video games.
So she's distracted me over here. Like, you don't even understand what's happening right now. Like, you're lucky. You are all lucky we're live still. She's being very naughty over there, and I love it. But swear jar, nice trigonal. I saw that right away. I've got my no. You're not. No, it's not funny. I've got my dashboard open already. It is. No, it is not funny.
Look at who the swear jar's on.
Oh, it's on you. Okay, that's funny. You're right. It's funny. I apologize.
I gotta do so. Once in a while, I gotta do something completely fucking out of the world.
Yeah, but.
And now I can mute.
Sir Jack says, if the Outlaws don't win, Archer rigged the system prior to the start of the... What does that word say? That's not how you spell show, Sir Jack. Somebody ban Sir Jack, please. Oh, fuck, he's a mod. Who did that? Oh, somebody's an idiot. Who made him a mod? Ban them. That's not... Did Glenola stop typing? I can hear that. I can see that. That is not funny. That is not funny.
You said to ban whoever made him a mod.
Even Brahmer couldn't do it.
All right, so Joe says, yeah, it could be that we acquired too much gold early on in the new season at TAV. Well, there's been a lot of great matches already in the new season at TAV.
What there's been of it.
Pardon?
What there's been of it.
Well, yeah, but there's been quite a bit more YTD than live thus far.
For a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices 019. The number to win a YTD championship matches.
Oh, you didn't change the numbers.
Joe linked. Oh yeah, I still have to do that. Hold on, I'll do that right now. I forgot about that.
Mine was the.
Yeah, you won the. Did you win the channel reward or the YTD up?
I think I won the championship match the week or the show after I won the channel redemption.
And I just didn't change it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it right now. Let's see.
12 away on the championship.
Oh, it actually does say you were the last one to win the channel reward, yeah. And yeah. Joe Link and Froggy Mothlegs won the championship op, which I don't think either one of them have cashed that in yet.
I'm gonna go.
I don't either.
And I don't think they have. You did.
I won it the last time around.
Yeah, so I can take your name out of there now, but I have to leave theirs in because they still haven't cashed in.
No, I haven't cashed that in yet.
Have you not?
Nope, I hate it.
I thought you did.
That was the last show that I won that championship.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Honeybee Wrestling.
Right. So I just need to change the number for the channel redemption reward. That's fine. I'll do it right now.
No,
do I need to change both? No, it's the
title.
The championship match
that you have to change the number for. Nobody won the
Channel Reward. Okay.
Channel Reward.
No, actually, yes,
no,
they
wait
did.
a minute.
Somebody
If I
won both.
I did. It was me. I was 12 away from
that was you. That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so I got to change both of them then.
I just realized.
Yeah, you won
away,
both.
and that's a
So I do
19.
have to change both of these. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Has that happened before?
No, nobody's ever won both. Of course you would.
It was
See, this is why people think we're rigging things, because you're winning shit. And you got how many Archivers? Actually, don't even answer the question. I don't want to know.
Oh, I'm low. I only got 176,000.
Only 176,000. Yeah, you're low.
But I forgot.
That's gotta hurt.
One championship, and I think I'm at like 7 channel rewards. 7 or 8.
Glenola, pick a 3-digit number.
243.
Done. Oops. There. Now it's done. Pick another one.
Let's do 548.
548. All right, so the new numbers are 243 and 548 when you start playing the jackpot. They're going to be ready here in just a second.
Okay. Now I'm going to say
there,
I'm going to play
good.
just to see what happens.
Yeah, you should be good. Check it out.
But I'm not counting them if I win.
Play.
You're no. Did you win it?
There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose.
Oh my God! You came within 11 points of it already. But you said you weren't going to count that, so haha.
No, I don't.
Ha. Oh, see, now you're backtracking.
1,
Hey,
0.
no, I
Good luck,
couldn't believe it
There
when it
are
popped
some
up,
amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the chosen S.
Wow.
No, I'm not taking a win for tonight, because, you know.
Well, somebody can still beat it technically, anyways. Yeah.
Throws Glenola out.
Sir Jack says throws Glenola out the window. No kidding. Here, you already won the last two. You don't need to win tonight. How dare you?
9, 3. Good luck, Sir Jack the Greatest.
All right.
There are some amazing
Okay, so
channel rewards
I do
to
have a
choose
list
from
for tonight for later. I also have there's a little bit of interesting crap going on in the dirt sheets, and I do say crap because it's not overly interesting shit tonight, but we'll cover a little bit of it. Like there's an AEW original apparently has a contract expiring. CM Punk apparently played Uno backstage at Impact. Now that makes me curious. At Impact Wrestling, the ones that have been working close with WWE lately. So are they going to work in unison with all companies now? Like, I wonder how it's going to work going forward. Because with UFC and WWE forming a bigger company under the umbrella of Endeavor, I'm curious to see what happens with the Forbidden Door, the quote unquote. You know, the funny thing about the whole Forbidden Door thing is, has it really ever been forbidden? Have not all companies always worked with other companies? You know, maybe not this. You know what I mean? Like WWE's always used to reach out to ROH back before they were owned by Tony Khan. They always reached out to New Japan. They always took people from other territories.
They were very limited on who their superstars could work with.
They were.
New Japan, I believe they were allowed to.
Yeah.
And what was it? I was thinking there was like one other one. I think it was ROH. You know, that their superstars could appear in.
Right.
He's been getting
Yo,
bullied.
France! Wait, Woozy's here? He's been getting... Who's been getting bullied? Woozy? Why, did his stalker finally find him again? I don't think Woozy is here, to be fair. Not at the moment, anyways. At least he hasn't said anything if he is.
Together we will grow strong in our.
But yeah, I mean, there was that one group
constant
of individuals that I mean, they were here not long ago with some bots.
Skipping the rest. So friends with 2LS. Together we will grow strong in our
what it was he said. It was just the same old boring lingo. He hasn't, you know, it's just.
Skipping the rest. Superstar.
As soon as they see them, they're gone.
Today,
Honeybee, I did. And I said thank you for those, remember? Because and then you went on to say that was 245 total. Remember, you counted. You made sure I knew that, Honeybee. I was not ignoring you.
Have a great time. Join. I just been running into his name in other streams.
Joe Link is Oscar.
Yeah. Francis has been running into his name in other streams getting beat up.
He's been going into other streams getting beat up?
That's what it sounds like. Francis with 2 L's put, no, I just been running into his name in other streams getting beat up.
Oh, okay.
Superstars.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, he does a lot of online gaming, so you're bound to run into a bunch of rabid trolls, right?
Is Randy Orton.
I mean, look at the Archiverse TV channel.
Trolls.
Well, they are amateur. They don't last long on our TV channel, but that's because you guys are all a bunch of fucking villains. All of you. You're all vicious savages. I mean, we just started, and already you guys are frothing at the mouth. I mean, it is insane. I mean, would you want to come in here and troll? That's a dumb question. Dumb question. All right. What are you laughing at, France? You are not funny.
Listen, I'm not a villain this season.
I'm not a villain this season. At least you're always a villain, France. Listen, why? Okay, hold on. So, are you suggesting to me that you're no longer a villain because you told me that you have friends that make you look like a saint?
Each day you visit.
I mean, first of all, let's discuss the whole France with 2 L's being sainthood warranted anyways, shall we? For one tiny moment. I mean, no. No, maybe in Lucifer's church.
Your numbers are 3, 8, 0.
You know?
Good luck, Joe Link. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the chosen.
Anyways.
No, I sent you 2
Joe Link got a 380, unlucky.
100 and then
which is Glenola's fault. He chose the numbers this week, not me.
You never acknowledged.
It is his fault. Anybody that does not like the numbers, blame Glenola. Send all hate mail there.
And at least tonight,
Twitch.tv/Glenola. Don't forget.
I don't bring anyone here.
There's a reason I don't bring anyone here, he says.
2LS, your numbers are 5.
France
7,
does not like
5.
his own friends enough to bring them along.
There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are T.
I'm just trying to check it, see who else played. Yes, you are Oscar tonight, Joe Link. To be fair, you know, I've seen you, and I don't think your boobs are as nice, but... Well, that and you're not Japanese. You're way too tall. You're hairier.
Superstar.
Yeah, you're nothing like Oscar.
Today, Honeybee
just saying.
Is Ruby Soho.
Well, I know this isn't wrestling related, but
Superstar.
Entertainment has suffered a major loss.
Oh, who passed away now?
Gordon Lightfoot passed away.
Gordon Lightfoot, really?
Yeah,
today.
Just today? Wow. Well, he was sick too, wasn't he? If I'm not mistaken.
He was in a hospital.
Yeah, I kind of thought
also,
so.
Honeybee is Ruby Soho.
Tim Bachman from Bachman Turner Overdrive passed
away. Yeah, Tim Bachman, yep. Yeah, I knew that.
Is she awesome?
So,
did not know Lightfoot passed away, though. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's sad. Entertainment world has lost another...
He was a great singer.
No, he really was, yeah. Yep. You know, is Tony Bennett still alive? Because I remember the last time I checked, that dude was still doing Vegas shows at 92, and could still sing. That's the part that amazed me. But I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to. I mean, for a long time, I was social media dark, except for Archerverse stuff, right? So.
You said Joey Bennett?
Tony.
Tony.
You're an American, motherfucker. You don't even know who Tony Bennett is? What is wrong with you?
I thought you said Joey, and I was like.
Oh no, not Joey. Not Joey.
Huh?
I was going to say, how do you not know who Tony Bennett is? He's like an American icon, much less a world-renowned singer. What?
Guy's one of the best in the business.
But I bet you can name all the monkeys, can't you? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Don't even deny that. I will kick you off the broadcast. Exactly. Point proven. See?
I love the
Let me tell me you don't know who fucking Tony Bennett is.
And from my understanding, let's see.
Did you see if he's still alive?
Yeah, it looks like he is.
He is still alive? Wow. So he'd be what, 90 something?
96.
96. Now see if he's retired yet. Because just a few years ago, he was 92 doing a Las Vegas show, and I was like blasted by that. And then he started singing. I went, wow, 92? You can sound like that?
His final live performances were August 3rd and 5th, 2021.
Wow, he just retired last year?
Wait,
or just his last shows he did?
ago.
Was that retired or just the last shows he did?
That was the last 2 shows he did. He had a pair of shows with Lady
So he was
Gaga at
90
Radio City Music Hall.
With Lady Gaga? What? What? They sang a song together? I'm looking that shit up later. That's got to be a good...
Yeah.
No shit.
Then,
when was this?
August 3rd and 5th,
August 3rd
2021.
2021.
But
Lady
they
Gaga and Tony Bennett.
They
How do I not know that?
Which contained performances from those 2 shows.
Yeah.
That debuted November 28th of 2021. It was called One Last Time, an evening with Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga.
Very interesting. All right, so while we continue this conversation, I am going to get this tag team matchup underway. It is best 2 out of 3 falls, fatal 4-way tag team action. And what a match this is going to be. Wolfpack Gals, you've got the Outlaws, you've got the champions, Winter Swarm. I mean, it is going to be one hell of a matchup. So it's going to be a bit of a...
I didn't pay attention. Was it the Outlaws or was it the In-Laws?
Was it the Outlaws or the In-Laws? That is just a terrible bad joke. I'm sorry. You deserve those boos. You deserve those boos. I'm not even standing up for you on that one. That was disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. But anyways, all right, here we go. Fatal 4-way tornado tag team action. Falls count anywhere. Best 2 out of 3 falls for the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Championship. Anyways, so yeah, Tony Bennett. I mean, what is his secret?
On Wikipedia, they say, despite his retirement, Bennett continues to rehearse with his music director.
Continues to rehearse. Wow, and he's 96. That's fucking phenomenal. So now, that said, Willie Nelson is what? He'd be in his 90s too now, right? Or at least mid to late 80s, I'm thinking. I was thinking 90. 90s, 90? Okay.
He just turned 90.
Just turned 90. And
April 29th.
And you know what? He still looks good too. It's like, what the fuck? Willie Nelson? No, that dude's he's got too much pot in him to die. It's the pot. It's saving him. It's the magic leaves.
Where, Willie looked like the least stone in the picture.
Yeah.
Honeybee
It was him and the Muppet Band.
I don't think he's still singing anymore, though, is he?
Honeybee Wrestling. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from.
He was forced to retire because of his throat.
Yeah, I thought he had a throat issue or something that forced him into retirement too, like just a few years ago or something. I think it was.
Actually,
was he good to go? Cleared for entertainment.
2020s. In March of 2020, he live streamed a series of benefit concerts.
Interesting. I have to pee and kiss my wife. I'll be right back.
Family. Okay. And A Beautiful Time, which was 2022. So, I don't know. He might still be active a little bit.
I think Glenela and Joe may have got it.
They are ready for a fight.
No, the new numbers are out. I chose them, and I can't remember what they were, but Archer said that you got them programmed in there. And I didn't get it. Well, I would have won one of them, but I've disqualified myself for tonight. And I don't think anybody's got it yet.
2431 it.
Oh wait, Honeybee, you are within.
I got 247.
You're within 4 of the champions.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 244. The number to win a YTV championship matches. 5.
We're likely to see a new champ crowned here tonight.
Yeah, you are within 4 of the YTD Championship match. Sorry, no.
I have returned. Sorry about that.
4 of the channel redemption. There we go.
Sorry, what?
I'm confusing myself.
Why?
We have somebody within 4 of channel redemption.
Nice. Who is it? I'm looking right now. Honeybee within 4 of the channel redemption reward. Nice.
She has 247.
Nice. And it's 243. Yep. Anybody come close to the 548? No.
Not that I have.
Hey, Punisher.
I'm scrolling.
Punisher's in the house.
Francis 2L. It has 575.
575. That puts him in line to win the YTD Academy Championship up. All right, so make notation of that, will you? Make notation of that. Shouldn't the champs enter last? Well, you would think so, but it's probably because the Wrestle Wars Genesis World Tag Team Champs are also in the matchup, so that might be why. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see what order the Outlaws come out in. Christian Cool with a subscription. That's 23 months straight with a subscription from Team Christian Cool. Thank you, Christian Cool. What's going on, sir? The mayor of Coolville, the captain of the Cool Kids.
Actually, I'm home.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I did not even.
With you, buddy.
You're fucking loud. I did not even see you sneak in. Did you sneak in while I went to the bathroom?
Yeah, you were gone.
How dare you, sir? Scared the shit right out. You know what? I should ban you.
Remember, guys, the title's on the line.
I should kick you off the broadcast for fucking
you should,
give me a heart attack.
Probably to your benefit, you need ratings. So.
I need to my benefit.
I'm kidding.
But anyways,
how you doing? How you doing, Manola? How's everybody?
I mean, I'm doing fantastic.
Pattern Frogs here.
Yeah.
Of course you are. Why do I even ask you?
Same answer all the time.
It is.
I mean, there could be a tornado ripping through his apartment, and he'd be like, finer than frogs hair.
Finer than
frogs hair. I mean, it's a little windy in here. The eye of the storm is over my TV. Are you not live tonight, Cool?
I go live in about an hour or so.
About an hour or so? Nice.
I go live when I damn well want to go live, Archer.
There you go.
I'm live right now, just
I guess
on your channel.
At least we have a target tonight.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, no, I'm doing well. Lots going on. Exciting stuff.
I gotta check if Bromer still works here.
We haven't seen Bromer in quite a long time. There's another 100 tiny little beautiful gems from Team Christian Cool. So 100 gems and a subscription from Team Christian Cool tonight. 245 from Team Honeybee Wrestling. And what else did I miss? I should probably go back and look. I think that's it, isn't it? Pretty sure for now, at least, anyways. Christian Cool just wants to be at the top of the leaderboard there.
Not really. It's all honeybees. Just because you got a title doesn't mean you're the most over.
There we go. Well, I think you are at the top of the board right now.
Is it for today or nah? It's weekly now.
It probably is, yeah. But anyways, so yeah, you came in at a good time. Fatal 4-way. This is best 2 out of 3 falls. Fatal 4-way tornado tag team action between 4 of the best currently, anyways. I mean, there's other teams forming. I mean, we have one team that has just formed over the last week and a half, and had a really good showing in tonight for the YTD Academy Championship matchup. That is from Team Soul Embers, Ashley Sky and Stephanie Wolf. And then, of course, we have the Wolfpack Gals. You've got the Outlaws. By the way, the Outlaws are actually not... You're not going to see Amber Extreme and Britt Baker. They've joined forces with Akira and Alice Blade. So they are also the Outlaws. Now, they are the ones in the matchup tonight.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're already the Wrestle Wars Genesis World title holders, actually. So they're looking to become double champs here tonight. So it should be interesting. Should be interesting. And then, of course, the champions winner swarm. That's January and Honeybee. Team Infinite Oni and Team Queen Bee, or Honeybee Wrestling. She likes to confuse people, right? She goes into Discord as Queen Bee and then hops into the chat as Honeybee Wrestling.
Right.
Multiple personalities coming out. I don't judge. I do not judge. But anyways, tell me, what are your thoughts on the new World Championship, Christian Cool?
It looks like Big Gold with a big-ass WWE wart.
Thank you. I actually don't mind that they left that there, simply because I love how they modernized Big Gold. They brought back a classic look. I think it's pretty sexy, actually.
Yeah, I thought it would look better. I just don't like the protrusion. It looks a little uglier when you see it in 3D as opposed to like looking on top of it.
Yeah. Well, I think they could have done a better job with the centerpiece.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The centerpiece. It just looks a little too much.
Yeah. A little bit. It kind of takes away a little bit. I mean, I'm sure we'll get used to it, and it's far nicer than anything we've had in the last 15 years, to be fair. We went from
what the irony, though, is with this belt, right? It's another belt Cody Rhodes can't win.
Actually, I think that's the one he will win.
If he wins this one, then Cody Rhodes is completely irrelevant. He needs to beat Roman Reigns. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, but he's not after the Universal title. That's the problem.
I know.
It doesn't fit the story, right?
It's such a thing. Yeah. You know? He put himself into a predicament where he couldn't go after the AEW title. Now he's in a predicament to where if he gives this title, he's
not able to win.
Don't give a shit.
Unless he gets traded back to SmackDown or over to SmackDown or whatever.
Yeah. But you're right. I could see him winning this belt in particular.
Now, I don't know about immediate, but I think over the long haul.
Now, if you want my opinion, Seth Rollins still on Raw, right? You do some tournament Clash of Champions. It comes down to Cody Rhodes and fucking Seth Rollins, and Rollins wins it.
Or Rollins puts over Rhodes.
I don't want to see that.
I don't either, because he already put him over. He already put him over for the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Right. Now, don't get me wrong, that was a damn good match. I mean, the fact that Rhodes was even in that match.
It was great, but Cody gives back at this point, and Rollins is on fire. He's great. He's the top performer on Raw.
He doesn't need to be the first holder of that belt. He just needs to hold it.
Right.
That's all that needs to happen. Yeah, exactly.
It could be next WrestleMania. It could be Royal Rumble.
I have a sneaky suspicion that he challenges for that belt at WrestleMania. I think he's going to be headlining WrestleMania for a second WrestleMania in a row.
No, I'm sure he will. He
should be. He's the hottest thing right now in pro wrestling, I think. Some people will argue that, but I believe Cody Rhodes is the hottest thing in pro wrestling right now. Which is weird, right?
Right.
But at least we're not still talking about Chris Jericho every day.
No, let's talk about AEW's 4th and 5th hour of TV that they're about to fucking launch. Let's talk about that.
Do we have to? Come on.
I mean, I haven't been on the air. We haven't talked, and this is going down. Like, fuck. What the fuck? Do they need 2 more hours of television?
They don't. They need that like they need a hole in their fucking heads. Listen, they can't even handle 2 hours of television. What the fuck are they going to do with 4 or 5?
Right.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Is this opportunity? So instead of having 50 people on screen at once, they could just bring the whole... So didn't they get rid of one of the shows? So they're just going to take the roster from that show, add them to the current overbooking of AEW Dynamite, and we'll have like 160, 170 people on the screen at the same time. And
so what I heard, Dark Elevation's done.
We will have
away with Dark Elevation.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, which they should have.
Yeah, no one cared.
They should get rid of Rampage too. I think Rampage is just ridiculous. I don't think they need it. Not yet.
No.
It was too soon. They just wanted to have a second show because they thought they could compete with WWE. But come on, can they stop that now? Yo, Life, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Goon the Troll's in the house. King versus Frank Miller, YTD Academy Dark Match request. Goon, can you put that on the Discord, please? Or somebody do it for him. I don't care which. Just make sure that gets input. That way I remember to do that. There's a bunch of really good YTD Academy matchups right now in there, and I think I'm going to utilize some of them for the live shows. Feel free to keep putting those matchups in. Oh, you guys are savages lately. Really, really good matchup requests. So I think I'll keep some of them for dark matches, and I will bump others to the live show, because we're going to do a second show this week. We're going to do, because we don't do 2 shows a week anymore. Not live anyways. But we're going to do our first YTD Academy live show. We haven't done a live since we've started, because we've been kind of building up through dark matches first. I was going to, and then I was like, well, we should probably build it up a bit first. Build it up a tiny bit. And we're only going to do YTD Academy live stream previews probably every quarter.
Alright.
That way, they become a little more prestigious as far as their shows go, and it doesn't take away from our, obviously, Wrestle Wars Genesis stream previews. So. And it looks like Rose Brewer's just been eliminated at least once. I don't really know what the count is, right? Joe Link! I know you're supposed to be working, but we all know you work for me. Your boss is a very pleasant man, pays you to do my bidding. I could use a drink while you're at it, please. Maybe a Sammy. That'd be nice. What was I just going to say? Oh! What's the score? I just saw a pinfall on Rose Brewer, but I don't know if anybody else has been pinned, submitted, knocked out. I'm not working, actually. You're still at home with COVID? Good Lord, man. You know, there's better ways to take a vacation, right? Life, you just said yes, Archer.
Hello, Life. Welcome in. Good to see you.
HAI is hype. That is yes in both Chinese and Japanese. Honeybee Wrestling said, oh, there's 2 now. There's 2 what? What did I say? Oh! Y'all get me talking about other shit, and then you pop in crap from, like, 2 conversations ago and expect me to follow along with that. Hi is shark in German. Holy fuck, is it? That's funny. Is it really? Are you... Can somebody fact check that? If Life is lying, ban her. Ban her. She says it is. Fucking fact check me, Life said. We are! Give me a moment. Well, actually, give them a moment. I'm not doing anything. You know I'm not. How dare you even suggest I might. Ban me, you won't. How dare you? I could. What do you mean I won't? Listen, I've banned people before. I have banned people. Hell, I sent people to another channel before the show was over. We all remember that story. That happened, didn't it, Glenola? You were here. Actually, Cool, were you here for that?
I don't know.
Where did we send them? I think
Dave Demented.
Was it Dave Demented? Yeah. That was a lot of fun. Everybody kept telling me I wouldn't ban. So technically that's not banning, but it is certainly ejecting.
You didn't want them here, that's all I know.
That's it. Life says, hello, Global Life. Missed you guys, too. Did anybody finish fact-checking Life, or are we just taking her word for it that it is shark in German? I mean... Doesn't look right.
What I'm seeing,
yeah, okay.
What it came up with one way on Google Translate was hey. So let me do this again.
That's how I got my shark in Earth.
Actually, if you type in shark in English, translates to German, it is hot.
That is hilarious. HAI.
But at the same time, like I said, if I type it in going from German to English, when I put HAI, it says hey.
Life, it is gross that you know that. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna pretend for a second that You taught me that tonight. That's how you got your shark emote? I heard a bell ring. What happened? I see Tia Stevens on the ground, but Honeybee is also on the ground. Well, Honeybee's over here taking out. Oh, Winter Swarm retain the championships. Look at that. Wow.
Nice.
We are never going to hear the end of that. Best 2 out of 3 falls count anywhere, and they weathered the storm. Did Winter Swarm, and are still the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Champions. Congratulations, Team Honeybee. And Team Infinitoni, of course, Infinitoni's not here at the moment. But, wow, that was a huge win. Congratulations.
Well, I guess Jennifer must have
Joe Link says, I guess Jennifer must have got one. What? Oh, gotcha. Never mind. I understand now. See what I mean? Joe Link, like, we're already talking about, like, he must be on a lag. He must be on a delay.
To keep track.
I was trying to keep track. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we were finally kind of sort of caught up there near the end. I wasn't sure the exact score, but I was pretty sure Winter Swarm was in the lead. But anyways. All right. But anyway, congratulations, Honeybee Wrestling. Somebody message Infinitoni, see what he's doing. He could be online. At least let him know that they retain the titles. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're going to get to the tournament right away. And this is Archer putting the World Television Championship on the line that he just recently won from Alan Severn after being put in a match. I forget exactly who it was that redeemed it, but it was Archer versus Severn, and it was for the Pure Wrestling the Television Championship. Wait a minute. Was it? I think it might have been Shadows. I feel like it was Shadows. He likes to do that kind of shit. So does France occasionally. He likes to throw Archer to the wolves, but I feel like it was Shadows. It should be on Discord. Because now I just want to know. Hey, I see Thrill Zone Wrestling was live and on the Discord. Excellent. Good to see Thrill Zone Wrestling active on the Discord. We'll have to get their asses to the show. Anyways. All right, so we're going to go to the tournament now. Here we go. And there we have it. So, here's the funny thing. I actually forget what the match type is. I have no idea but considering it's for the Wrestle Wars Television Championship, I'm going to guess probably Falls Count Anywhere or something along those lines. But anyways, check out the quarterfinals. You got Jack Quad, and by the way, Jack Quad across different promotions has been just annihilating people. So I'm really interested, especially considering there's a lot of newcomers in this match, as you will see, including Jack Quad. One of them, obviously, we got Johnny Rainbow in there. We've got Kenny Jackson, Mitchell Vaughn, of course, not, but he is seeking that title again. He held that title once before, and has been begging to get back into the championship title picture. So we threw him in the tournament tonight, threw him to the wolves, if you will. Tenacious B, in his new iteration, taking on Freight Train Frank Miller, who continues to just beat the shit out of people and cash checks, take names, and is definitely seeking gold. But we have Carino Sinister Farmer from Team Cornhusk Show, who made his big re-entry last week, Lanola? I believe it was last week.
Was there one last week, or was that one postponed or canceled?
No, it was a YTD Academy match. I'm talking about Farmer. His re-debut.
Was it last week or was it 2 weeks ago?
It might have been 2 weeks ago. You're right, I don't think it was last week. So it might have been 2 weeks ago.
I was going to say, I looked at former VODs the other night, and the only one you had was, there was no tournament last week. So
no, there was, well, this is the tournament. Yeah. There was no tournament last week. I was just trying to figure out when because he made his re-debut on YTD Academy. It was a dark match. I just can't remember when it was. If it was last week or the week before. Not that it really matters, but I'm curious. Anyways, taking on the Gooner from Team Luke the Gooner 94. I was just on his channel the other day, or maybe it was yesterday.
Look at the Gooner!
The Gooner. Yeah. Have you never seen the Gooner before?
No.
No? That's Team Luke the Gooner.
Yes, I'm excited to see some Gooner.
He also went by Luke Ballmer in 3.0. I think he still is, but he was the Gooner Luke Ballmer.
As flash of pan as Atom Bomb.
As Atom Bomb. Actually, Atom Bomb was a little more than a flash and pan, but not much.
Not that much.
You know what though? If he had had the right booking and creative behind him, he could have been something. That dude was impressive. He was way too jacked. I mean, you could tell he was a walking needle, but I mean, you know what I mean? But he was good there, and I liked him. He was powerful. He was intimidating.
Okay.
He had a good presence.
And Farmer did premiere last week.
It was last week?
5 days ago.
5 days ago? Okay.
Superstar switch up.
I thought it was something like that. I just couldn't remember really.
Someone else for the day?
But.
Type.
All right, anyways.
And become a superstar each
let's get the first quarterfinals match underway. So, we're not opening the betting lines until the semifinals. So, that said, who do you guys think wins between Jack Quad, and now this is providing you guys have been paying attention to YTD Academy. I don't know if you've been watching Johnny Rainbow's matches or Jack Quad's matches. If you have, who do you guys think takes the first match and becomes the first participant in the semifinals of this tournament? Jack Quad or Johnny Rainbow?
I'm not even predicting.
You're not predicting? That is,
I have no clue.
That is completely lackluster, Glenolly. You can't just, back out on the masses like that. They're looking to you for guidance. They want to know.
I'm not even placing a bet.
I don't think anybody is. They're not. I didn't even open the betting lines. You are not funny. You are not funny. Why are you laughing at yourself? That is narcissistic, to say the very least. Seriously, Cool, do you hear this?
I'm hearing this.
It is. I mean, why? Let me guess. You're one of those dudes that is sitting home watching a movie Home Alone and you fart and giggle.
KOOL.
Doesn't everybody?
It doesn't everybody.
No, I give Jim Halpert faces every time I fart.
What? Okay, that's a new one. That is a new. Cool. What? Is there a silly Cool?
There is a joke time for Cool.
For Cool. Was there a silly Cool? Or are you being like, I don't know.
No, I was being serious. I was having an honest conversation. Y'all fucking take me for granted.
Take you for granted? What? I gotta fucking understand you to take you for granted. I mean,
wow. You don't
I'm
understand
still trying
anything. I don't understand why you still have Glenola as your number 2.
That's because you're never around, sir.
Well, I
He's
didn't
always
like being
around.
The shit.
Jeez. You didn't like being a third wheel. I get it. You're not into
That's fine.
threesomes. It's fine.
Yeah.
None of us are 18 anymore.
It's alright.
It's all good. It is. Anyways.
Archie.
Cool. Jack Quad or Johnny Rainbow?
Well, has Jack ripped any of his quads?
Has Jack? I mean, hopefully not. I actually was curious about that name. Like, that's kind of a bad omen to start out. Jack Quad. You're jacked up and tear your quads entering. I mean, ask Shane McMahon. By the way, I thought that was funny. I'm just gonna. I know it's never nice when somebody hurts himself, but I thought that was hilarious. I mean, what the fuck does he need to be on TV for? Come on, keep the McMahons the hell off television.
Shane O'Mac tore his quad?
He tore some. I believe it was his. It was
his quad.
Yeah, it was his quad. Yeah, I think it's almost and both. Wasn't it both?
No, just I
it
thought
was just one. Oh, it could be just one.
No, it was Vince who tore both when he.
Oh yeah, that was Vince that did that. Yeah. So Shane just, decided that he only wanted half of it. But
it was funny because he was he landed off a leapfrog, and it just he just went down.
Well, there's our answer. Each of the matchups are lockdown matches. Now the question is it a regular lockdown match or a Crimson lockdown match? This is what happens when you postpone tournaments. Either way, it's going to be interesting.
I have one question.
Tree of
Johnny
Knowledge.
Rainbow, the host of Reading Rainbow?
He is the former host of said show. Yes, indeed. Reading Rainbow was his absolute favorite segment, and I do call it a segment because if you've watched the show, it's not much of a show.
No, it's not.
So we'll call it a segment. I was a little afraid there for a moment that Jack Quab was going to fall off the turn. But did you see how quickly he got up on that turn? It looked like he was off balance and shit. I thought he was going to fall on his face. I'll be honest, I would have thought that was funny. Much like the Shane McMahon incident, I thought that was funny. People were genuinely concerned, and I'm like, come on.
Why?
Exactly. He's not hurting.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
You want to know? I'm hurting. They just released EA's Sports PGA Tour Golf for the PS5.
Did they?
Fucking looks badass.
I would love a new golf game.
And I was like, oh, it's a PS5. I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't have that either. I cannot afford that yet. Now, the good news is they're expecting a 7-year life out of the PS5, so we still have time. If we're lucky, by the time we get it, we'll have, 3 years left or so.
Yeah.
At the
I'm
rate,
always 4 years late.
Well, every time it comes down in price, you know what they do? Every time it comes down in price, they just say, hey, let's sell a bundle. And they sell just the bundle, and you're jacked back up to almost $1,000 again. It's like, you bastards.
John Cena's in the golf game? Wow, more reason to buy it.
John Cena is in the golf game?
Apparently.
What?
You'll see that man's quads if you watch.
Yeah, you would. That is weird.
Yeah, but hey, cool. We know you'll be looking for his glutes.
I will. I like definition.
So, I mean, it was you thinking about his glutes, apparently, little, because you suggested that Cool might be interested in them. I just throwing that out there. I'm not applying, but I'm just saying when you say something like that, it's kind of like you were already in the... Either that or you were thinking about Cool and thought that... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Cool.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think he's thinking about you in general, or are you thinking about...
I think we're spending way too much time on this topic. How about that?
Well, I mean, inquiring minds must know.
I'm still trying to figure out Johnny Rainbow here.
You're trying to figure out Johnny Rainbow?
Yeah. I mean, did Johnny Rainbow fail at the audition, an audition for Ken for the new Barbie movie?
New Barbie? I forgot they were doing that. That is ghastly.
That movie looks so bad it'll be good.
I am not watching that movie.
Oh my god, it just looks like it would be like...
The only way I watch that movie is...
I think it's just gonna be stupidly funny. Like, just dumb.
It would take, it's just that simple. My youngest daughter and my granddaughter tag teaming, begging to watch that movie, for me to even consider that. And I'll tell you, that ain't gonna happen, so I will not watch that movie. I just refuse, I'm not.
I don't appreciate your lies and slander on your broadcast.
It's
you
not
make
lies.
yourself come across as this hard-ass family member. You are clearly not. You succumb to the whims of every lovely family member that wants their way, and you will do it.
I will not. It is horrible. I'm not. So, you know a movie I still haven't watched to this day is The Tooth Fairy.
Oh, you still haven't watched that, huh?
No. No. No, Nope, won't do it. I am not watching The Rock in Wings and a tutu. I won't. I refuse. When I was a kid, I was scarred by Hogan in tutu. Not watching The Rock do it. Sorry. Can't do it.
Well, let's be fair. Hogan was pretty intimidating in anything you dressed him up in.
Yeah, that was super weird. You know what else weirded me out was, you know, a pregnant Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh God,
the movie Junior. That was the whole movie was just really, really strange.
France with 2 L's would like to know if that is Jackson Riker wearing the Beans pants. Well, if
oh Jesus Christ, I don't know, but just about took the head of Johnny Rainbow right off his shoulders.
I thought this was just a new gimmick for Elias.
A new gimmick for Elias.
This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
That's a guy. I don't understand why they don't. Him and LA Knight, those guys both deserve massive pushes. I don't really understand it.
I don't get it. They're like, okay, we're gonna bring back Elias, and nobody gave a shit.
Right? It's like what
because
the fuck?
They spent so much time destroying him with fucking Ezekiel.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an issue.
I think at that time he needed to stay Ezekiel for him to still be worth a damn. Now he's not worth anything.
Agreed. Yeah, I agree. Now, that said, Stone Cold Steve Austin just gave LA Knight a huge rub in media. Huge rub in the media, so I do expect something to fall out from that. And he deserves it anyways. LA Knight is fucking one of the hottest things in wrestling right now. That guy is mint on the microphone. He's got the look. He's got the charisma. Like, I don't know what. Are they afraid he's going to become successful? Like, honestly, who's better right now to watch? Grab a microphone.
I still think it's what France is saying, and you've made this theory too, is that WWE's not fond of people who've made their name and done things elsewhere prior to coming to WWE.
And his hand will be raised.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's that. And it just kind of makes you wonder how much Vince is involved, too. You know? I still can't believe they paid that mofo $21.8 billion and said, hey, why don't you keep your job, too? It's like, wait a minute. Wait. You paid him $21.8 billion to run it and keep all of his cronies in the same positions. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that picture?
Not exactly smart business, effective decisions.
But here's the thing. Vince and who that is part of the Endeavor umbrella, if you will, are best friends.
Yeah.
Dana White and Vince McMahon are best friends. Dana White has a lot of pull in the Endeavor group. Dana White, one of the owners of the UFC, and huge wrestling fan, huge McMahon fan. That concerns me. And Vince has already lied to everybody, right? We already know this, right? Because two weeks ago, last week, he came out and said that he had nothing to do with creative. Triple H was still in full control. And then reports the other day suggest that Vince McMahon changed some shit on Raw, didn't he? Yo, Jack Quad won the match against Johnny Rainbow, moving on to the semifinals. I said in the beginning I was interested because he's been he's been going to other promotions and literally tearing up the scene. He's a champion. I think he's Intercontinental champion. Wait a minute. I'm just going to go look. Real quick. I'm pretty sure.
Here is your winner.
Relentless. Damn it, where did it go? Because I wanted to notate that. I thought I had it somewhere. Fuck balls. Anyways, he's been winning championships in other promotions. Is the point I'm getting at here. I just wanted to list them and kind of list the title because he has I think 3 championships, and now he wants the World Television Championship and is the first participant in the semifinals. So, but anyway, that's a shame. I thought I wrote that down already, on my notepad, because I did want to make note of that because I knew obviously he was in the tournament. I put him there, but for a reason. And as I said, he is the first person I said I'm interested to see what he does in this tournament just because he's been doing so well everywhere else. Anyways, Francis Tuel says WWE is rarely kind to people that made a name elsewhere. Yeah. Yeah, that we were just talking about that. That's definitely a problem. Definitely a problem. Also, Vince McMahon, a problem. So there you go. There you have it. You know, I thought maybe selling the company might get rid of him. You can't even get rid of him by paying him $21.8 billion. Oh.
Nope, he is here.
Right?
Now.
Like, who
forever.
the fuck went to the table with that deal and say, hey, guys, not only are we going to up the deal from $9.4 billion that was estimated about 3 weeks ago, we're going to pay that mofo $21.8 billion. And hey, guys, here's an idea. I got a great idea. Let's pay him $21.8 billion and have him run the company. Nope, wait. We're not going to have just him run the company. Let's have them all still run the company. And we'll pay them to do that. And they're still going to make money on the side of that. And royalties. And what? Unless they signed over rights to royalties. Can you imagine that happening? Probably not. Probably not, right? That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So they made out like fucking bandits with that deal. Now, don't get me wrong. The Endeavor Group is going to have a heyday making money with the WWE. And you're going to see a lot of raw natural talent going back and forth between professional wrestling and combat sports. I also like that. Because the ones that can't, the young bucks that can't necessarily, especially the athletes that can't necessarily make it as a pro wrestler, might be good at actual combat sports. And, or perhaps some guys in their late 20s, early 30s, they've already had their title run, or maybe not, and they're looking for something to do when they get out of the... Now they have other opportunities as well. You know, so you got guys like actual wrestlers, amateur wrestlers, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu specialists and jiu-jitsu specialists in general that would all look at Ronda Rousey. They would all transition to pro wrestling very well. You just have to teach them what to do on the microphone. With jiu-jitsu specialists, period, you got to teach them a little bit on the feet too, because let's be honest, they're lazy. They want to go to the ground for everything. You know, which is why they get dominated by wrestlers, right? Wrestlers, yes, have a strong ground base, but they can take your ass down from the standstill. Jiu-jitsu specialists used to be able to, you know, when they practiced actual throws. Now they separate it from, you know, self-defense to sporting, which is judo, right? It's like any other martial art. It's been watered down and made wish-washy. So, but it happens.
Think about it, though. The history. You look at Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock was awesome, man.
WWE to improve his
and Impact. Yeah, and Impact Wrestling.
Whatever. He's gone to the WWE to improve his grappling because he got tapped out.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So he started wrestling to get that little bit of experience in the grapple aspect of the sport.
Yeah. And Dan the Beast Severn, even he was involved with wrestling for a while.
Yep.
Who else that you can think of off the top of your head? There's been a few, anyways. Yeah. But I think going forward, we're going to see a lot more. We're going to see a lot more, which is good. It's good for both businesses, really, when you think about it.
There are some amazing
so,
and fun channel
all right, before we continue the conversation, next match, Kenny Jackson versus Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn from Team Dogface. Again, if you haven't been watching the matchups, then I guess you're not going to know too much about Kenny Jackson. You all know who Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn is, former television champion himself, former world champion, tag team champion, very well rounded as far as that goes. And of course, he's been in tag team divisions and singles competition across. I'm making a fat joke, yeah, but those are actual. Those are actual stats. How dare you? I was not actually making a fat joke. No, I mean we could. We could. So you were making the fat joke. You were making the fat joke. But anyways, who do you think, Fat Lad or Kenny Jackson? Kenny Jackson, he's I believe 1-1 in his career so far. YTD Academy. Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn coming off of a couple real big wins. He had a huge rivalry with X-Pac in 6, not to mention. So he's on a bit of a tear.
I'm going with Mitchell Vaughn.
Yeah.
A chance to win a channel
yeah, me too. Cool. What about you? I know you're a Fat Lad fan, so I don't even know why I'm asking, really. But
I don't know if it's a fan. It's just respect. I just respectfully think Fat Lad's
you like his glutens,
wipe
do you? You like his glutens, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's the
Tell the
glutes.
world. It's okay. Tell everybody. Come out.
I will.
I support you. I will not judge.
Well, we'll do the tree of knowledge here. Do I really, really, really enjoy Mitchell Vaughn's glutes? Where's it rotten fruit?
Good God. Oh. All right. With that said, here we go. Kenny Jackson, Fat Lad, Mitchell Vaughn. And now we're going to have to listen to Cool talk about his glutes. So let's go. What is wrong with you, man? Oh, good God. Anyways,
well, you do let anyone be on this fucking broadcast, mind you.
Hence how you're here.
Hence how Glenola's here.
Hence how Glenola. You take that, Glenola. I mean, you weren't even involved in that car. He dragged you right in and beat you down. How does that feel? Are you out?
Hey, I wonder how I ended up on the broadcast every time.
Wow, he just beat himself up.
No, actually, I think it's a diss towards you. You are desperate enough to have to bring him in each and every time, and now you say you feel like you had to let me in. I mean,
letting someone like you and I on this broadcast.
Well, I mean, they do say if it's not broke, don't fix it. I think 461 episodes. I think that says it all.
I think we need a little more Soul Embers on the broadcast.
Soul Embers on the broadcast. Well, that depends if we're looking for some struggle. But yo, Techno Oz is in the house. What's going on, Techno? Techno's sneaking up on us. You gotta be careful with him. He'll slip in a swear jar. By the way, Glory, you beat your own swear jar.
No, I didn't.
Did you fail your own swear jar?
Yeah, remember I said, well, looks like I can fucking mute now.
Oh yeah, right. And then I was talking to Cool. Right. Okay. Yeah. He likes to. So he gives him. That's the new thing for Glenola. He likes to give himself swear jars and then fail them.
That's like buying your own drinks at a bar and then dumping it the second you get it. Well, why?
Right?
Why would you do that?
Why would you? No, don't bring me into this. How dare you? Don't bring me into this. I had nothing to do with it.
So I decided, I'll just start giving myself a swear jar just to make him feel better.
Techno Oz says he is here for the fire content. Oz, I've been doing awesome. I mean, I could tell you, but we would just be talking for the next 15-20 minutes about what's been going on, and we already did that tonight. So you'll have to check it out on Discord.
Yeah.
Pretty much there's explanation on there. It's all there. There's pictures.
Life is great. Wants to know if there's going to be a 30-man Royal Rumble for episode 500.
A
As long as
30
I'm not 30. As long as Christian Hart's not 30.
A 30-man Royal Rumble for episode 500.
Cool would much rather be the 10-second number 10.
My friend, that is 49 episodes from now. I do not know. 49 episodes, right? That's at least 20 weeks. How dare you try to get me to think that far? Somebody ban Techno Oz, please.
Make Christian Hart number 1.
Oh, sorry. No, don't ban Techno. Ban Life. I'm sorry, Techno. I take that back. I'm banning Techno for life shit. Ban Life.
For some reason, I was looking at the flames and I was looking at him holding his arms up, and for a moment I was thinking, oh my god, he's holding metal up, he's Magneto.
Somebody... Wow. Life just AKO'd Techno. I'm somehow going to take the blame for that. I didn't even do it.
Doesn't matter where or when.
I did not say AKO anybody. I said ban. Okay? So don't be trying to drag me down with this horseshit.
Your rules of engagement are rather confusing.
Rules of engagement are always confusing. They're always confusing. Doesn't matter whose rules of engagement. I mean, there is no clear-cut line of proper communication on that. So I'm the fall guy. Yeah, life definitely made you the fall guy.
Serious implications in this contest. Winner advances.
I mean, we apologize for that. To be fair, I didn't want anybody AKO, and I did not say that.
From the event moving forward.
At least this time.
My God, look at that hat hair on Mitchell Vaughn. Fuck
Archer did not say so. Life. I did not say.
What's he about to do?
I did not say that. You're not funny, Life.
Look at this.
Not funny at all.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Damn, Fat Lad's taking a beating here.
Really just laying it in.
Although he generally tends to start it a little slower.
Well, you know.
And then starts throwing that weight around a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was waiting for you to throw the weight in as
another fat joke.
Yeah, another
fat joke. I mean, Glenola pointed it earlier. All because I said he was well-rounded, so technically, it was Glenola making the fat joke. I was just making a fact. I was stating a fact. That's what I was doing. This time, I'm making a fat joke.
And he barely evades.
I want to put my mouth right there. I should have muted.
Yeah, that's what she said, though.
Hold on.
Well, this match ain't gonna go on that much longer if he continues this.
I'm still here. Hers is going nighty nights. She has to work in the morning. I don't work till late afternoon, so.
And we just saw some serious offense.
Why do you have to use such foul four-letter language, Archer?
Will this be enough? Barely beats the three.
Now he's not replying back to you.
I know.
I think we know what's coming. Good night.
Man, who does this upstart think he is?
I'm back. Sorry.
He kicked out at two. Somehow,
Moment of
escapes defeat. Still alive.
I thought it was over.
clarity, if you will.
You gotta do a little more to finally finish this.
I mean, it's you guys or her. Sorry. She wins every time.
Like you said, go out surprised and leave us still going.
I told you, you're lucky this broadcast is still running right now. You see what I see now.
Here he
Good
goes,
God.
working his way up the side of the cage.
I was going to complain earlier that, of course, the chance for the title is the one Elijah Archer's holding, so of course we got to see Elijah Archer in this tournament.
Yes.
But we only have to see Elijah Archer once in this tournament. So
he thought it was only
therefore,
fair.
I wasn't going to bitch.
I mean, he was. He only thought it was fair that he put the title on the line after it was because it was a YTD championship matchup. But I believe it was Shadows decided to put Severn up against Archer. Severn lost 2 titles in the last little while.
That just sounds like Severn sucks.
At least he had the 2 titles, though. That was impressive. Very impressive. Alan Severn's actually been doing very well since the launch of 4.0, actually. Yep. Very,
you win them all, you'll eventually lose them all.
Exactly. Everybody loses.
Been doing pretty good too.
War's been doing awesome. Yeah. Joel Link as well lately. Or Joel Lincoln. Joel Link himself, not so good. Oh! Twist of fat. Oh, he kicked out. Kenny Jackson gets the left shoulder up. I thought it was over with right there.
That was too close for comfort. And I think to get the pinfall,
I don't know how this guy feels like he has even a remote chance.
Right now, I don't think he does. I think Fat Lad's just about to clean him up. Oh, good God. Just about took his face right off.
Making the big climb towards victory.
Oh, that's interesting. It's not even lockdown match. It is just steel cage rules.
He's reached the pinnacle of his climb here. And as he continues to climb the side of the cage, you have to think his confidence is starting to build.
Oh, it's not safe.
I hadn't realized that. I actually thought it was lockdown rules.
It's been an hellacious encounter thus far.
The tides have swung in multiple directions. It's anyone's guess how this one's going to end.
Did not move fast enough. Kenny Jackson.
Is this the right time?
Now, why wouldn't he throw Fat Lad off there? But now they're just going to have a race to the top. Oh, yeah, paid the price for that. Just ate the cage. It is still a race to the top here. Who makes it up first? Jackson or Vaughn? Vaughn is making it up first. Here we go. Slugfest on top of the cage. Rumble in the Bronx.
He doesn't want to spend too much time.
Oh, nice. Oh, there goes Jackson. Jackson's fucked. Oh, look at that. He got right back up. Man got thrown off the top of the cage and got right back up.
Just about over. Looks like he's having trouble getting that other leg over.
And caught Fat Lad, dragged him right back over across the top of that cage.
Man, this place is
He's just dangling.
Heading up and maybe heading out.
And Jackson now trying to get back to the top.
Every movement is a dangerous one.
Wow. Here we go again.
He's looking down on the cage.
Oh, Fat Lad. Quick to... And he threw him right off again.
He's working toward making his
How many
escape.
times can you take that kind of punishment, though? I mean, you get tossed off that cage enough times, it's going to take its toll. And there you go. He is gone. Fat Lad is taking the W. Look at Jackson. He's like, fuck. And that is it. That is all. Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn from Team Dogface moving on to the semifinals. We now have 2 participants in the semifinals.
Superstar and become a different superstar, skipping the rest.
And Kenny Jackson got his ass kicked in that match. I got to tell you. I mean, it was just basically a Fat Lad show here tonight. As far I thought Jackson would have done better than that. Like I believe he's only 1-1 to begin with. But man, oh man, Fat Lad just sent him back to YTD Academy with a concussion for sure. God damn.
Well, you just better hope Elijah Archer isn't also on the receiving end of such beating later.
And it was his idea to put the title, so he thought because of the way how he won it. You know, he thought he should put the title on the line, and so he's putting it up at the tournament. But, I mean, that was scary. I mean, that could have very easily been his face. But anyways, Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn with a big W. Team Dogface with another win. The Weapons of Mass Destruction as well. The leader of the Weapons of Mass Destruction. But here we go.
Gentlemen, I use the term loosely. I do need to jump off here, so have an awesome night and a great show.
All right, Glenn, have a good one. We shall talk to you tomorrow.
Archer break.
I will also have to abandon you now that I see the time.
Yes, you must go live shortly.
I must go live shortly.
All right, before you go, though, what do you think? Tenacious B and Frank Miller and Sinister and the Gunner. Who wins them? Who moves on to the semis?
My vote here is Frank Miller.
Frank Miller?
Frank Miller's a consistent lad. He's he's been around.
Fair.
He's taken his beatings. He's I've seen some of Tenacious B, and I think it'll be a fairly even match. It could go one way or the other. But Frank Miller, I'll put my chips on him.
It's a good matchup for sure. Very, very good matchup. And then I think the Goon moves on as well. The Gunner.
The
Gooner!
Sorry, I'm going to say that every time.
But yeah, that's who I think. I agree with you. I think Frank Miller's going to take out Tenacious B, but I do believe the Gooner will also move on, so I think it's going to come down to Frank Miller and the Gooner in the second leg.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But anyways...
You are also banned for a match.
What? Why the fuck am I banned? Who did that?
Glenola felt the need to give you a break.
Glenola, you traitorous, treacherous little fucker. He's back to his old ways. He joins the broadcast just so that when he leaves, he can drop those little rat turds.
He does.
I do not appreciate
it.
They are not tasty. They are not tasty. Glenola also... Oh, sure, yeah, he has to leave the broadcast, but he's still in the chat room. How convenient. How convenient.
There's quotations with that.
Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. France saved me? What? France? What? Are you drunk? Have you been drinking?
If I wasn't leaving, they'd probably just let you suffer. But unfortunately, me leaving is almost like you suffering.
Joe Link should get on this broadcast with me. I think. That's what I think. See now he's at home.
Suffering from COVID? Yeah,
bring him on.
Suffering from fucking COVID.
Yeah, but listen to this though.
Having the hot sweats and dealing with the fucking coughing. You want him on?
Yeah, but listen to this. So suffering from COVID, he ran a show recently. Right. Yes. See what I'm saying?
I'm seeing what you're throwing down. I am.
You see what Archer's throwing down? That's a good one. I should use that.
Yeah.
But anyways, only a little Crown Royal, he says. Jolik says, I know you did. That's why I said it. Now, you should get your ass on the broadcast. I mean, we've only got a few matches left. You can do it. I'm actually surprised how fast this show's going. It is only 12:56. We didn't even start that long ago, and we're just.
I know. That's why I was like, "Oh my God, I might be able to catch him, get on, and hang out a bit."
We have been trying to make sure that the flow of the show goes a little better. That's why I don't know if you've noticed, but we've fully bumped into partial E-Fed, partial podcast. That way, it just goes a little quicker. We keep the match flow going. I think, and so far, 4.0 has been. We've had a lot. We have yet to have a 4-hour show, for instance.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure stream previews, there's always extra, and people want to bet on all the matches as opposed to some of them, etc., etc. More villainy, stuff like that. But as far as our regular shows go, yeah, we've had, 3-hour, 3.5 hour. Some of them were shorter than 3 hours, so it's been interesting. But anyway, sir, I will see you when the show's over, because we're going to invade your channel as soon as we are through. So, lurk away, and I'll be over to the Coolverse ASAP.
Sounds good. Enjoy
all right, my
the
friends.
show, everybody.
Will do.
And
Always do.
You.
I'd rather play with my wife's boobs, but she went to sleep. I'm not even going to lie. They are nice. They're very nice. I will show you, but I don't share.
I will see you all later.
You will see us later, actually. Alright, so anyways. Life says, well, I'm going to bed. How dare you sleep? Sleeping is for the dead. Have a good night, Life. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Life is great. Can we get another shout out for Team Life is Great, please? And France, by the way, thanks for the save. I feel like there's a reason you might have done that, but I'll just go with the flow for now. You're not funny, France. You think you're funny. You really aren't, though. That's the problem. You're just not. You start telling funnier jokes than Honeybee Wrestling, and then we'll talk. Then we will talk. And by the way, did we get a shout out for Honeybee earlier? Because Honeybee Wrestling still has the very best all-women's wrestling E-Fed promotion on Twitch. So I would really like... She does. Hey, welcome in. What's going on?
Yeah, no problem. I was just...
Joe Lake is on the broadcast. I was joking, but that's awesome you joined. Because you don't get to do that very often, so that's nice.
I'm going to win this tournament.
Yeah.
If I don't...
interesting show so far.
It has been.
First and foremost, that 2 and 3 falls match, that was quick.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of the matches have been super fast.
Yeah.
Like my shows.
And
it's
still...
like 2 hours and 30 minutes if I wanted to end it.
Yeah. Right? Like this show, we've only been live for what? An hour and a half, and we're already at almost the end of the quarters. When does that ever happen? Like at a normal show for 3.0 or 2.0, we'd be lucky to be past the first or second matchup in the tournament right now, much less, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
The AI is so advanced that it makes the matches.
Yeah, the flow is really nice. I also like what they did with entrances. They actually, if you notice, the entrances are sped up a little bit.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
And that is good, though, because then you don't have to worry about 3 to 5 minute entrances. Well, they've never been that long, but you know what I mean? Like, if you have 2 or 3 wrestlers with entrances, sometimes it was 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but now,
especially if they had the long, normal long entrances like the Undertaker's or Bray Wyatt.
France says a funnier joke. I'm gonna win this tournament. Well, I mean, to be fair, that you could do that could happen. So, I mean, that wouldn't be funny. It'd be gaslight, but it could happen. It could happen. But anyways, yeah, Joe Link, your matches have been going really good over on the Joe Link YouTube channel, the Joe Link Wrestling YouTube channel.
They have.
What's your who? It was John Moxley, right? We already talked about this. Did we talk about this? We did, okay. I actually thought that John Moxley was going to win that match, because like I said, he kind of attacked Archer from behind in that match, like right from the get-go. And they never...
in the middle of doing his little arm, waving his arms up.
Yeah, he didn't even get to finish his entrance. How rude. But yeah, then they didn't leave the ramp either. So I thought for sure Moxley was winning that match. And somehow Archer pulled it out. But...
yeah, and I've noticed that they did change. I mean, First Bloods used to end like really fast, and now they don't.
No, which is good because I hated that. That First Blood match should be similar to a Last Man Standing, to be fair.
Yes,
it should be. But so yeah. Tomorrow night, Wrestle Wars Genesis will be a little bit later than normal, just simply because I work till 10. Just so everybody knows ahead of time. So it's probably going to be more like 11:30-ish, 12 maybe even, yeah. Well, I hate when I work till 10 the night before I do a show because it makes it challenging, but yeah. But they've been doing that to me a lot lately. That's why last week I kind of was glad we'd push it to the Wednesday, but I should be able to still pull tomorrow night off, I think, without too much. It's just gonna be later. There's no way I start at 10:30 because I'm just getting done at 10, coming home, decompressing. The missus will be getting ready for bed basically tomorrow night as soon as I can do work, so I'll be spending just a little. So it's probably going to be like, I want to say 11:30-ish, quarter to 12. Probably, so a lot like tonight, really. But
yeah, and then like you said, like the way that the matches have been going, it's maybe like 2 or 3 hours and your show will be done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't have to worry about being up till 4 a.m. anymore. That happened a couple times.
I think unless you like have designed long matches, like whenever you do your games, that match is long.
By the way, did you see CM Punk was apparently playing Uno backstage at Impact Wrestling?
Yes, I did that. He was also at the Raw where they unveiled the title.
I know.
They wouldn't let him. Vince McMahon wouldn't let him in.
No, well, I think
he was there to squash some beef with the Miz.
Well, like in him being involved with Impact Wrestling is interesting because we all know that the WWE's been kind of sort of utilizing Impact Wrestling lately. So I don't know. It looks like he's going back to AEW at one point. Then it's like, oh, is he really or is he not? I don't know.
Well, in the article that I
read,
when
intriguing. Overall, I don't care, but
the new title that he knows that he's under his contract because even Triple H talked to him, so he knew that it was asked if it was okay for him to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's going back to AEW. I just think he's like mending bridges.
Yeah, well, I think if he does eventually want to go back to WWE, which I'm starting to wonder if he actually would like to go back at some point, I think he needs to definitely fix the bridges in AEW first.
Yes.
Because the way things were, I don't think AEW. I was surprised WWE even had any interest at the time. Well, Triple H said he didn't, but
yeah, he did.
No, but the WWE did, yeah.
Whatever they want.
Yeah. So he knew he wasn't getting the final say. But again, I don't think it was about Punk himself as much as it was about what Punk was involved with.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I said. Is I think at least he talked to a few people in plain sight of anybody. He didn't go behind back doors to like feels like a secret deal.
Yeah.
It was in plain sight for everybody to see.
I'm just going to take a very quick break here. Got a quick beverage. But when I come back, I want to discuss with you. I've already talked about it with Cool. I've talked about it with a couple other people, but I would like to discuss the new world title with you. And in the meantime, make sure nobody's telling dad jokes like France, for instance. Anybody that tells a dad joke, AKO them or something.
Dad joke gets AKO'd.
Dad jokes get AKO'd. That's just how it's going to be from now on. Okay, so I'll be right back. Feel free to discuss whatever you want to. If you want to talk about anything in the dirt sheets, there was a few things turning the TV, so we'll talk about that. But I'll be right back.
Okay.
Protect your neck. Grit your teeth. There was a series of hard strikes. So glad I bet on him to win. Oh, he kicked out. Thought he had him. You gotta be kidding me. That was a golden opportunity to end things. Now he's got to hope the opportunity presents itself again.
Jeff Jarrett deserves TV time.
Oh, he retaliates.
I was talking about AEW.
Electric chair. Driver.
Let's check out the news.
Able to counter.
Alright.
Oh my God.
Did you guys end up watching?
Very European.
Did you guys end up watching the draft?
He's got the target acquired. Just a matter of moments.
I know the draft finished today. I know they started the draft on SmackDown.
Definitely wouldn't want to be
on Friday. And it finished it today.
Of this steel cage match.
You're not going to see a tournament match.
Okay, those today. I want to look for the whole roster. Okay, so night one of the draft. Damage Control went to SmackDown, and then Shinsuke Nakamura went to Raw, and then the NXT Tag Team Champions, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire went to SmackDown.
But they are feeling the effects of that
Indy Hartwell went to Raw.
That loss begs the question, does this superstar even know who he is right now?
Viking Raiders went to Raw.
Hard to say, but we're certainly not used to seeing him lose matches.
From SmackDown. Okay, Dexter Lumis stayed on Raw. Archer Bennett. Candice LeRae stayed on Raw. Maxim May Models stayed on Raw. Hit Row, they stayed on SmackDown. Omos went to a free agent, so I don't know what they're doing with their free agency thing. That's kind of weird. Does that mean they go between both shows? I don't know. Mustafa Ali is a free agent. Dolph Ziggler is a free agent. Von Wagner is a free agent. Lacey Evans stayed on SmackDown. Natalya went to Raw. Apollo Crews went to Raw. Sonya Deville went to Raw. Zoe Stark goes to Raw, and JD McDonough went to Raw. And then, was it night 2, round 1? SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley goes to Raw. WWE United States Champion Austin Theory goes to SmackDown. Seth Rollins stayed on Raw, and Charlotte Flair stayed on SmackDown. And then Undisputed Tag Team Champions Kevin and Sami go to Raw. The Usos stayed on SmackDown. The Judgment Day stays on Raw. The LWO stays on SmackDown. The Women's Tag Team Champions Liv and Raquel went to Raw. Asuka goes to SmackDown. And the New Day, they went to Raw from SmackDown. And the Brawling Brutes stayed on SmackDown. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how they're like changing up the roster, even with championships. So I don't know how they're going to do that, since some of them...
Making his way to the ring.
Is it? Yeah, it is me.
Weighing in at
It's trying to smooth talk. Yeah, the Outlaws are gonna go up there. We're gonna run the show.
Here at the commentary table, I have wanted to call this match. I cannot.
No, I was talking about the draft that finished today from Raw and SmackDown. I was talking about who went where in terms of the shows. It's kind of interesting that they basically traded champions for women's division because on SmackDown, Bianca Belair went to SmackDown in the draft, and then Rhea Ripley went to Raw. But now, do they get to inherit the other people's titles? I don't know. How does that work?
A competitor with his share of detractors, but he wants to prove them all wrong here tonight.
Anyway, so let's see. What was tonight's? Oh yeah, Trish Stratus. Let's see. Trish Stratus stayed on Raw.
I returned. All right.
I'm talking about the people that drafted. The draft ended today.
And his opponent from England, weighing in.
Oh yes. I missed the first part of the draft.
It was pretty cool. They obviously the first part of the draft, the first person drafted
matches we've seen in a very long time.
Roman Reigns to to Raw,
SmackDown.
To SmackDown. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And now he's still going to go on to hold that Universal title for quite a time, I think.
It stays because I don't think anybody
which is kind of crappy because I mean that means we're going to have the same world champion on SmackDown that we've had for just about 3 years. But
and then they swapped women's champions. Bianca went to SmackDown and then Rhea went to
no
Raw.
way.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's interesting, but do they automatically swap titles? How does that work?
How does that work?
That's the question, because I know, like, other than Roman Reigns thing, that they said that his championship will only stay in SmackDown.
Yeah, because they want it brand specific again. They want, Well, I mean, that's the way it was supposed to be. But then a few years ago, they blurred the lines again and started with the unification matches and everything else. So it was necessary during COVID, though.
And then it was kind of neat that they took a bunch of NXT stars. Like, they took the NXT Tag Team Champions, Women's Tag Team Champions, to SmackDown. And then Indy Hartwell, who was the Women's Champion in NXT, is now in Raw.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm like, they're probably going to have, like, because the titles might not going, they might just have vacant championships to fight for.
Yeah, that could happen. That could definitely happen.
Yeah, and then the women's tag team champions, Raquel and Liv, they went to Raw also.
They went to Raw also, yeah. Speaking of tag team champions, I really hope we get new tag team titles next. I like the Intercontinental title. I like the United States Championship. I like the new. I like the new world title. It's like a modernization of Big Gold. I love it.
Yeah, I noticed that, like, when I first saw it, you can't see the details on the side because there's two lines in the middle on top.
Yeah.
Like two bumps or whatever that stuff they have there. You can't really see the detail.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Still the nicest title we've had in a while, though. At least it's an actual championship belt now, not a giant network plugging belt buckle.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about the tag titles. We're just big.
Now the thing is, though, is there going to be a new SmackDown Championship too, or are they going to keep the same old Universal Championship?
I think they're going to keep. I personally think they're going to keep the Universal Championship. That'll be the SmackDown title.
It would make more sense to change that title too, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Eventually, at least. Maybe that doesn't happen until Reigns loses it. I don't know.
That would make more sense.
Or just hand him a new belt that looks the same with a different colored strap. I don't know what they're going to do there. That's a tough call. Oh shit! Farmer with a fucking reversal out of nowhere. Did you see that? Holy shit.
Yeah. The way, he just comes out. He comes out of nowhere most of the time. He does unexpected things.
This is a good matchup though because they're they both have very similar styles.
I think they are going to retire the Universal Championship at some point since they still have the WWE Championship.
Is this the first time you've had COVID? Or have you had it before? Oh, armbar locked in. He's got that locked in tight. Can't win the match that way, though. I believe he just... Oh, no. It looked like he tapped to let go.
Great effort.
If he did, he was playing possum. He turned it around on Farmer. Let's see what the Gooner can do now. But did you also see that Ric Flair was returning to television? I haven't finished that article yet. But here's some interesting news. Because I literally just said that Vince McMahon had made some changes to last week's Raw, and there was some, strange happenings that make it look a lot like, Vince has way too much control still. So, but here's an article from WrestlingNews.co by Paul Davis, and it says Triple H reportedly finishing up Vince McMahon's storylines and big changes expected heading into WWE SummerSlam. So that could be a very good thing, right? That could be a very, very good thing. But it says, the Twitter Inside account, Booze Wrestling, gave away several bits of information before it happened on Raw, before the WWE draft. For anyone wondering, the account so far has been 100% accurate with general news about WWE and draft picks. So again, that's Boozer Wrestling, in case anybody wants to know who the next people drafted are going to be, apparently. So copy that down, Boozer Wrestling on Twitter. 100% accurate so far with their general news about WWE and the draft picks. You know what? Joe, can you pull that up while you're dying? It's on Twitter, and it's Boozer Wrestling, all one word. Capital B, capital R. BOOZERRASSLIN. So it says the account, which says that it will go private shortly after WWE Backlash, stated that the WWE draft moves were part of the first set of plays by Triple H that are set and done, with a few things still to work on until SummerSlam. Boozer added, from there Triple H will get his engine running on high with everything being sorted and balanced. Someone on Twitter asked if NXT talent will be able to finish up their storylines, as has been the case in recent years. That is expected to be the case. Boozer tweeted that Triple H is rounding up the last bits of the VKM era. I like how that is worded. I hope this time it's true. So if you enjoy Triple H's style of booking, then you'll be happy to see a lot more of his fingerprints on storylines in the coming months. Yeah, so again, that's Boozer Wrestling. And 100% accurate so far, so I don't know if there's anything on there about the next round of draft picks, but you could check it out for sure. Let's see here. AEW All In London at Wembley Stadium. Tickets on sale today for pre-registered fans only.
Fought so hard to be in this position, but he's only halfway to victory.
I'm still looking for that. I'll just go back on that. Sure, hold on. There it is. Ric Flair returning to television. It's WrestlingNews.co. Andrew Ravens. So it says WWE will present a new episode of Monday Night Raw tonight from Fort Worth, Texas. Of course, that's already happened. That will serve as the go-home show for Saturday's Backlash premium live event, and the second night of the draft that kicked off last week on Friday Night SmackDown. On SmackDown, WWE brought in several Hall of Famers to announce that the draft picks, such as Rob Van Dam, Michael P.S. Hayes, JBL, Teddy Long, and Shawn Michaels. Other names that were made appearances to announce picks were Triple H, and PW Insider Elite reports that WWE Hall of Famers Ric Flair and Long are set to be at tonight's Raw, likely to be announcing draft picks on the show. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match. And moving on to the semifinals, it is Carino Sinister Farmer from the Wolfpack.
Here is your winner, Carino.
Over the Gooner. So congratulations to Team Cornhusk Show and, of course, Team Glenola's Wolfpack. And another big W for them, and another big W for Cornhusk Show and Carino Sinister Farmer. That was a great match, though. I mean, it was a fairly evenly matched up. The Gooner has nothing to hang his head about. That was a great matchup between the two. All right, here we go. The final matchup was Sinister over the Gooner. So in the semifinals, we have Jack Quad taking on Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn in the first leg of the semifinals. In the second leg of the semifinals, we have Tenacious B and Carino Sinister Farmer. Now, in the second matchup of the semifinals, we'll be opening the betting lines. We will not be opening the betting lines for this first match. Final 3 matches of any card, so that still holds true for tournaments. So, for the Tenacious B versus Carino Sinister Farmer match, we will be opening up the betting lines, and they'll remain open for the remainder of the show. If you want to earn some Archivers bucks, you'll get to bet on the final semifinal match, the tournament final, and of course the championship final, which will see Elijah Archer putting his title on the line against one of those 4 fine specimen, Jack Quad, Mitchell Vaughn, Tenacious B, and Carino Sinister Farmer. So here we go. First match of the semifinals. Who do you guys think takes this matchup? Is it going to be Jack Quad or Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn? What do you guys say? Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, again, he is a former television champion, tag team champion, world champion, YTD Academy Grand Prix champion. And, of course, Jack Quad has simply been tearing up the scene. He's got eyes on the gold, and he's already carrying gold in other promotions. He has been absolutely phenomenal as of late. So who do you guys think? Quad or Vaughn? We're going to find out right now. Okay, so I'm gonna touch base on while we're waiting for Joe Link to hopefully not die on us. I'm going to touch base on the article about Chavo Guerrero saying Eddie Guerrero's daughters don't get royalties from WWE.
So what do you want to find out about that Boozer guy?
Oh, yeah. Does he have any, does he give away any other information other than the picks? Because apparently he was 100% accurate with his draft picks.
So far, most of his last tweets are all the drafts. All he's talked about in the last 15 or 20 minutes.
The following is a championship tournament.
Because we did have draft picks Friday night and then draft picks tonight as well, right?
Yes. Tonight was the final draft.
Right. So who were the ones that went on Friday night? Because I know you went over all the picks that went to Raw.
I'll bring it up. Okay.
All right.
Okay, you want to know? I have the list of who went to where. Okay. You want me to do them all again? From who went to Raw and then who went to SmackDown?
Yeah, sure, yeah. May as well give them a run. No, why not?
Okay, who went to Raw is Rhea Ripley, Gunther, Indy Hartwell, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, Liv Morgan and Raquel, Cody Rhodes, Becky Lynch, Matt Riddle, Drew McIntyre, The Miz, Shinsuke Nakamura, Seth Rollins, all of Imperium, the Judgment Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, Trish Stratus, Ronda and Sheena, Braun Strowman and Ricochet, Bronson Reed, Alpha Academy, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, Dana Brooke, Nikki Cross, Johnny Gargano, Los Lotharios, Akira Tozawa, Hyper Niven, Xia Li.
I don't understand the Akira Tozawa thing, do you?
No, I don't.
I don't get it. Why do they keep him employed? But anyway.
Tegan Knox, Emma, Riddick Moss, Indus Shear, Odyssey Jones, the Viking Raiders, Candice LeRae, Dexter Venus, Maximum Male Models, Natalia, Olive Cruz, Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville, Zoe Stark, and JD McDonough, all was drafted by Raw.
You know, I forget who I was talking about with the other day, but I'd like to see Heavy Machinery make a comeback.
Oh, it must have been Granola or somebody.
I can't remember. No, it wasn't us, but I can't remember who it was. But we had it with somebody. I had it with somebody on the broadcast, and I'd like to see Tucker come back and reform Heavy Machinery, but because I just can't. I don't know. I tried to like the whole Otis and Gable thing. I just don't. Doesn't.
They're trying to turn it with the Maximum Male Models thing that they're doing. It's kind of turning into like a comedy act. It's kind of funny in some parts.
Sir Jack says Heavy Machinery would be great and give Chad Gable a single. Exactly. I'd prefer to see Chad Gable chasing the United States Championship. To be fair.
Oh,
hey, sir. Sorry, go ahead.
The draft was the perfect chance to split a lot of the teams up.
I know. No, but that's because tag team wrestling is hot right now. Hot, and it's not just in WWE; it's all across the board. Tag team wrestling, people are really eating up tag team wrestling right now. And tag team wrestling has always been kind of like, for the most part. I think it was more popular in like the '80s and early '90s. But now it's making a comeback. It's really making, and you can thank the Usos for that, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, technically that's true.
They did. They modernized it. They combined different styles and made it interesting and exciting. They are the best in the world. You know, people always say the Young Bucks. I disagree. I think the Usos are better than the Young Bucks. I do. I don't speak for anybody else, but I think they're better.
I think the Young Bucks are on the right trail. They're not, obviously they haven't been almost 8-time champions so far like the Usos.
Yeah, but if you were booking the match, would you want to put the Young Bucks over the Usos?
Well, that's hard.
That is a tough one, I know, but I don't think I would. I really don't. At least, so if they were having a trilogy, maybe I'd have the Young Bucks maybe go, but I think I'd have the Usos take the first match.
You know what I would do? I would do something like this. I think their first match, I think it would be a no contest.
No contest?
And then go back and forth.
And then have them have a draw. Best two out of three series, but yet it doesn't end up that way because they end up tied anyway. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think because that way it kind of like solidifies, you know, that they're great and they're great at the same time. You know, it's kind of, you know, it'd be something that they don't do a whole lot of.
Yeah.
Okay, so people drafted. People drafted.
Oh yeah, right. Just SmackDown.
And SmackDown drafted Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, then Bianca Belair, Austin Theory, Solo Sikoa, the Street Profits, Edge, Bobby Lashley, the OC. So they got AJ Styles, Meech, and Luke Gallows, and Carlos Anderson. And we have Damage Control, Alba Fire, Easy Dawn, Charlotte Flair, the Usos, the LWO, Asuka, the Brawling Boots, Karrion Kross and Scarlett, LA Knight, Shotzi, Pretty Deadly, Rick Reeds, Cameron Grimes, Nina, Hit Row, Lacey Evans, and Grayson Waller, all with SmackDown. And then they have people called free agents, which I'm assuming that are people that go between both shows.
Yeah, you probably have.
It's Brock Lesnar, Omos and MVP, Baron Corbin, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, Elias, Mustafa Ali, Dolph Ziggler, Von Wagner, and John Quinn. Those are all free agents.
Interesting.
This is very interesting. Yeah. Come on, we don't.
And that's all.
So they're going to be floaters.
Yeah.
And or released. Right? And or released. Because we know there's going to be cuts coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why they did the draft.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it was part of the reason, yeah.
But the cool thing is a lot of people from NXT got called up, which that means that there's room for new talent in NXT to start shining through.
And would you look at that? He could be well on his way to escaping the steel cage. He just has to swing that leg over.
Ooh, Fat Lad just about escaped. Jack Quad caught him just in time. Wow. I thought Quad was done there. I thought Fat Lad was going to jump over that cage and drop down to victory, but Quad.
I think that's how Quad won his first match. If I'm not mistaken, he threw out the top and climbed up the side.
Yeah. Look at this race to the top again. Fat Lad and Quad.
And he's finally up to the top of the cage.
It's going to be a fight on top of the cage.
Oh, just bear pot him across the ear. That's got to hurt. That'll make your ears ring. That could pop. Oh, there goes Fat Lad. Fat Lad better hurry. Jack Quad pulling that leg over.
It's exactly how he won the first match.
Oh, Vaughn caught him just in time. I got to tell you, that does not look too comfortable there.
From the top of the cage, can they make the escape? Not safe up there.
And look at this. Fat Lad. I mean, why would he not? Now they're both racing to the top again. Why would they not? I would throw him off first, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, I'd throw him off.
There he is at the top of the cage.
And now,
as much advantage as possible.
And as he continues to climb the
oh, made Fat Lad eat the cage. Oh, return the favor. They're both having a stack. Oh, down goes Quad. Quad's right back up, though. Man is a monster. Have you seen what Quad's been doing in other promotions? He's been winning. I believe he's an Intercontinental Champion as well. And I think it's at DWA, if I'm not mistaken. But he holds other titles too, and I can't remember which promotions it is. I had it written down, and I lost it.
I don't remember what other promotions. I know, I like sometimes I there's a show, and I'm like, hey, I know what I got.
All he has to do is drop down to.
Oh man, Quad just ate the cage twice, and down he goes again. But he is right back up. What a savage. Oh. He just punch him in the elbow. I'm pretty sure Quad just punched him right in the elbow.
Well, it's kind of smart because that's the use of the grip.
Fair. There goes Quad. Made it to the top first. But Vaughn's going to stop him. I mean, you got to get him off the top of that cage. I mean, you can't. He just left him there. Of course he's not going to let him climb down the cage. Oh, down goes Quad again.
Man, he's hit his head so much.
He has, and he's been thrown off the top of the steel cage now, what, 4 times?
4, yeah, 4. And he keeps just getting back up to go get more.
Back and forth contest. Really, neither have had the upper hand in this matchup. They've just been beating the shit out of each other. Making the face first right into the side of the cage. Oh, return the favor. Oh, down goes Vaughn. Ooh, now Vaughn right back to his feet. Quad didn't even get to the top of the cage that time. Vaughn's like, fuck you. Oh, big shot to the midsection there by Jack Quad. Oh, look at this. Oh, power bomb him right into the buckles. Yeah, pin his ass. Why not? 1 count. 1 count. Wow. Fat Lad. The man was just biting his fingers. The man was eating his fingers, Joe.
I don't know.
That's some scary shit right there. I mean, he's cannibalistic apparently.
Must be watching 3 of the
Yeah. Yep, that would do it.
That's where you're going to
It is very concerning. Liability problems. Big liability problems. That's all. Only this.
Surjack the greatest remembers I won.
Man, I don't know how many more times Fat Lad can have his face smashed off the top of the cage himself. Quad down again.
It always seems in exchanges.
Oh, look at this. He did it. Fat Lad did it. He's going to drop down, feet are going to hit, and he is moving on to the tournament final. Wow, congratulations, Team Dogface and Fat Lad. Mitchell Vaughn just took out a fierce opponent, Jack Quad, who's been tearing apart promotions nationwide and is moving on to the tournament final. Very interesting. Whoa.
Yeah, he did scurry away, Sir Jack. He tried to get out there as fast as he could.
Dog scurried away, he says. That was a huge win for Mitchell Vaughn, though. And the weapons of mass destruction also technically picking up another victory here tonight. So,
here is your winner.
Good for the individual, good for the faction. And Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn moving on to the tournament final. He's that much closer. I mean, he has faced Archer before. I believe he beat Archer, actually.
I think you're right. I think his was his re-debut in the new season.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe so. Not in title, of course, but I mean, it was still a victory nonetheless. So, all right, here we go. The final match in the semifinals. And we'll open up the betting lines as well, just in case anybody wants to toss out a bet and see if you can win some Archer vs. Bucks on Tenacious B versus Carino Sinister Farmer.
Sinister Farmer will bite people's hands too.
What do you think of this matchup exactly? While I'm opening the betting lines,
this match it's going to be a very strange match. You know, Tenacious B, he's like a powerhouse. Carino Farmer, you know, he's got a lot of resilience to him. So
I should get Archer Bucks simply because I show up and listen to Joe. Emoji rolling.
All right, so who moves on to the tournament final?
Laughing.
They're going to be Carino Farmer or Tenacious B. Five minutes to make your bets as usual.
Sir Jack thinks he should get free Archer Bucks because he came in here and is listening to me.
Wow. Sir Jack, just wow. All right. So I'm sorry. You said you think Farmer wins this or Tenacious B?
I'm actually going to go with Tenacious B.
You're going Tenacious B on this one? Yeah, I think he's. I mean, out of the. I don't know. I mean, Farmer has come back. I mean, he's definitely been a fierce competitor, but I think Tenacious B is the hungrier of the two competitors. You know, Carino Farmer looking for, you know, a good return run, but Tenacious B still looking to grab that brass ring for the very first time. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he might have a little bit of an edge.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think he's got the edge. But let's find out. Final match of the semifinals. Betting lines are open. It is Tenacious B versus Carino Sinister Farmer. Let's go.
Sir Jack's trying to plan a coup and have Alice come in the ring to steal the title.
Alice is going to steal the men's title, and then she can be. She wants to be like China and hold one of the men's championships. Do you remember when China defeated Jeff Jarrett?
Oh yeah.
For the Intercontinental Championship. I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of that. I was not. I was not one of those people that were like, yeah, China won. I was like, oh, man, you may as well.
At first, I was surprised that she won. I was like, oh. But I really knew at the time Jeff Jarrett was going to TNA. So
he was. But
the title to.
Yeah, they couldn't have come up with something better. They could have made that a triple threat match and had China not win. Because, I mean, that was the Intercontinental title, you know? It's just, I don't know.
Well, it is what she's the only woman to win it.
She is. No other woman has ever, and probably never will, obviously. But, I mean, it's impossible now. But, yeah, she's the only woman to have ever done that.
Yep. So that'll be part of China's legacy, obviously, because, tragedy.
I remember that match because they had, like, the kitchen sink in there. They had all kinds of different weapons in there. And
yes,
it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Did she try to do the pedigree up the top rope?
Yeah, she did, yeah. She tried to do that, yeah. I believe that got botched.
Yes, it did. Yeah,
a wee bit of a botch fest there. Yeah, but... I mean, I'm not saying she didn't do a good job selling that match or what have you. I'm just saying, like, it didn't resonate with me. I don't really know if it resonated with many people in general. I don't know too many people that were huge fans of that match.
Yeah.
Personally.
It was something different for the time, and it was like so unheard of, you know what I mean. So I think that's kind of why they did it.
Yeah. Shock and awe, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they...
To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply
because, you know, like, that was like the time... That's how WCW how they got a lot of their viewership and stuff, is that they were full of surprises. You never knew exactly what was happening.
Yep, exactly. Especially when they first started competing with the WWF, right? When it was Nitro versus Raw. Yeah.
And there's a reason why they were 83 weeks number one wrestling.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But then they started doing stupid things and started to piss off wrestling fans, you know. So there's that.
And then obviously one of the things was trying to spoil the results.
Yep, because all they did, people tuned into WWF to watch. They were like, okay, then goodbye.
Yeah.
That was a big backfire.
If they would have never done that, I think they would have lasted a little longer.
Me too. I think they would have surpassed 90 weeks had they not done that.
Yeah, I think so.
Totally agree.
They would have been top.
I think Bischoff would agree. I'll be honest. I think Bischoff would agree. Because I think you're right. I think they totally foobarred themselves there.
Hey, Soul Embers this year.
Soul Embers in the house. What is going on? 666. Leave it to Soul Embers to get 666. That's funny.
And on Carino Farmer's entrance.
Oh, and on Carino Farmer's entrance, yeah. That's crazy. Soul, what do you think about that? Hopefully you're not, overly religious and or superstitious. Because if you are, you probably just want to forget you got those numbers.
Tenacious D came out swinging right off the bat.
He did. Swinging for the... Oh, nice block by Farmer. And don't forget, damage retention a real thing. These guys have all already been in steel cage matches and been in very difficult matches, not to mention...
Yeah, they were all pretty evenly matched.
They were very evenly matched. It was back and forth contests. I mean, there was no... You can go back and watch any one of those steel cage matches, and there was no clear-cut person that had the upper hand at any moment during the... I think it could have gone either way with any of the matches. But so far, Tenacious B is all over Carino Sinister Farmer here, guys.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Now, as I say that, Farmer... Oh, nice deadlift powerbomb. Crazy. Farmer's so resilient, isn't he? Hey, Soul Embers, before we continue any conversations on this end of things, question for you. What are your thoughts on the new World Heavyweight Championship? Oh, by the way, Sir Jack thinks they're going to retire the Universal Championship because they have a WWE Championship and they brought the World Heavyweight Championship back. But Sir Jack, I think you're kind of... So the World Heavyweight Championship is replacing the WWE Championship. The Universal Championship is the other championship still exists, but I don't think they retired. I think they simply changed the belt eventually.
Do you think they'll change the belt, both belts into one singular belt?
No, because they want to have 2 championships, 2 brands. It's brand specific now, so they have to have 2 world champions. But I don't think they changed the Universal Championship. I just think they just changed the belt itself, like they did with the world title. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship is now nicer, right? It's an actual championship belt. I can't see them having a nice new belt on Raw and SmackDown just keeps the giant network plugging belt buckle. Archer, I need you to create Akira a new attire in my image. You want him to look like Elijah Archer? That's kind of weird, man. I don't know.
No, I think he wants you to create outfit just to your style. Your style
some newly determined focus. Down with a suplex.
That's possible. That is possible. Soul says Cool asked him the same thing. Okay, so enlighten us, sir. What do you think? What are your thoughts on it?
Being carried around with ease. Snake eyes. Good night.
But that's what I think they do. I think they keep the Universal Championship, but I think it becomes... Although, why have the Universal Championship? I do agree. Why not have the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship? I never liked the whole Universal Championship concept to begin with, to be fair. I do think they could get... But either way, I think they are still going to have a SmackDown champion. I just think they change the belt at some point, for sure. The question is it still going to be the Universal Championship on SmackDown, or is it just going to become the WWE Championship? Because, again, they did refer to the other one as the World Heavyweight Championship.
I would assume that it's probably going to go back to being maybe the SmackDown Championship.
Yeah.
Because it can't be Universal no more if he doesn't go across brands.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
My character just did it for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Either way, it's really good to have a new championship belt. Now we need new tag team titles, though. Oh, Tenacious B takes out Carino Sinister Farmer. It's going to be Tenacious B versus Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. The winner will go on to face Elijah Archer for the Wrestle Wars Genesis Television Championship. Very interesting. Tenacious B dominated that match. I mean, Farmer had a few moments, and he's a formidable competitor, but I'm telling you, Tenacious B dominated that match, in my opinion. That was a very dominant performance by Tenacious B. Again, you know, damage retention, a real thing. All of them have already been in steel cage matches. Anything can happen at this point. Anything can happen. But it is Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn versus Tenacious B to determine who faces Elijah Archer. This is interesting. This is interesting. All right, so I'm going to see if anybody made any bets.
Yep, there was.
There was.
Most people thought Tenacious B would win.
Well, they were correct. So 1,310 Archer vs. Bucks being distributed right now. And here we go. I'll get the betting line ready for the co-main event of the evening.
All right, well, I will have to hop out of the party, though, unfortunately, Archer. I do have to get up with my daughter for school in the morning.
Yep, no worries. We're down to the last two matches anyway, so I can fly solo from here.
Okay, awesome. It was nice talking with everybody here.
Yeah, it was good to have you on the show again.
Yeah. Yeah, so tomorrow should be my last day off of quarantine. I got a test tomorrow for COVID, except I have 2 negative tests.
Right.
And if this one's negative, I go back to work.
Nice.
On Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
So,
Alrighty then.
Okay. You guys have a fantastic night.
Yeah, you too. Lurk away. Or join the chat, whichever you're going to do.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll probably chat a little bit here and there.
Alright, sounds good.
He's talking about doesn't want the slimy snake Elijah clothing.
Elijah clothing. Nice.
Alright. Talk to you later.
All right. Hasta la vista.
Bye.
All right. So, on to the tournament final we go. Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn from Team Dogface and Tenacious B, who moves on to face Elijah Archer.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choice is 243.
Is it going to be Tenacious B?
The number to win a YTD championship match is 5.
Or Mitchell Vaughn? From Team Dogface. As usual, 5 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open.
So are you saying?
And we are ready to rock and roll.
To have similar attire.
But what do you guys think? Mitchell Vaughn or Tenacious B? I personally am going with Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn here. It's easy to say Tenacious B just dominated one of the most fierce superstars in the business today, but Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, resilient, powerful, technically sound. I mean, he is just, I said it earlier, and of course got accused of a fat joke, but he is so well-rounded in there. Great in-ring knowledge. I believe he is going to go on to a rematch with Elijah Archer for the television championship. I don't speak for anybody else, of course. I do not.
Superstar switch up.
But
want to become someone else for
Jolie says, so you guys want Amber and Akira to have similar attires.
Each day you visit.
What? Techno is the only channel with my male character. Just did it for shits and giggles. I don't order that slimy Elijah. I know she's... Good Lord. All right, so, Sir Jack, we will definitely discuss that after the show or at some point. But here we go, guys. Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn from Team Dogface, Tenacious B. One of these guys is moving on to face Elijah Archer for the Wrestle Wars Genesis Television Championship. Who's it going to be? We're going to find out right now. Right now. All right. And I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. Get your bets in. And hopefully I'll be back before these guys start their battle. We do have to wait for them to, of course, make it to the ring. So we have the entrances to get through. Could be a few moments. So I'm going to get out right now. Be right back.
The following contest is the final in the championship tournament. Making his way to the ring, representing Weapons of Mass Destruction from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 261 pounds, Mitchell Vaughn.
Ruthless aggression is alive and well, and this superstar is living proof.
Ruthless aggression is overrated, Saxton. Whatever happened to being ruthful? How come nobody ever uses that word anymore?
Look at the focus and drive in his eyes, ready to prove he's the best this division has to offer. Here we go, guys.
And his opponent, from Hall of Fame City, Ohio, weighing in at 265 pounds, Tenacious B.
The arena's buzzing, social media's buzzing, a big fight feel and a main event level match. He said he'll steal the show here tonight, and he looks more than ready to deliver on that promise.
Tournament action underway, and Corey, the bracket is starting to take shape.
These superstars have weathered the early storm, and now it's time for them to start digging deep. This is where you separate the contenders from the pretenders.
A knee right to the face. This is going to take some power here. Look at this strength. Absolutely impressive, and that definitely made solid impact.
That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career. As the arm clothesline delivered, stepping through, holding on for another. They are just trying to punish their opponent right now.
No way! Here's the cover. Gets the shoulder up. Wow, what's it going to take? Not yet. Striking at will.
I don't blame you. That cage door has got to be looking pretty good right about now. Another reversal. Eye for an eye here.
Caught him right in the jaw. Oh, what a shot. The Muay Thai training really showing here.
I have returned, and I see Fat Lad and Tenacious B already in the heat of battle. But while we're watching this matchup, we're going to touch base on that article. I never did finish the article about Chavo Guerrero. Again, it was Paul Davis, and it was WrestlingNews.co. And it says, Chavo Guerrero says Eddie Guerrero's daughters don't get royalties from WWE, but he was playing a heel when he tweeted about Rey Mysterio. So during an interview with Sportskeeda's Bill Apter, Chavo Guerrero was asked about his comments directed to Rey Mysterio, where he told him that he should not prostitute the Guerrero name and that he should donate to Eddie's kids. Chavo said he did a virtual signing and he was joking when he made his initial comments about Rey. Chavo said, basically, I said, Rey, I get it, we all love Eddie. You loved him too. You guys were very good friends, not best friends like he keeps saying. Eddie, had one best friend and it wasn't you, but he loved you like a brother 100%. When Eddie died, Rey found it like everybody else. I didn't have to call Rey. I did call Chris Benoit because that was Eddie's best friend. His other best friend out of wrestling was a guy named Art Flores. He was Spider in WCW. His third best friend really was me, but don't get me wrong, he loved Rey, but they weren't best friends. They didn't travel together, but high regards for each other. Chavo quoted Jerry Jarrett saying, real issues draw real money. Apter asked him if this is a real issue, and Chavo said it's not. He said, Chavo then said that he texted Rey and said, I told him real quick, I said, hey, not real heat, I'm not mad, just a work. He jokingly texted me back, said, yeah, I was wondering what did I ever do to him. We had a little quick laugh about it, so I said, anything I say from then on, disregard it. And now I laid into him a little different. Chavo recapped some of his tweets about Rey donating to charity, or Eddie's daughters who don't make any royalties off of Eddie. Chavo said, let it go for a little bit, but before telling fans that it was just a work, he continued, I could continue this very, very easily, and I can just hammer Rey, but it was for fun, I was messing around. When Apter asked how can fans believe anything he says going forward, Chavo said, that's what a heel does. And, yeah, I tend to agree with him on that. I mean, that is exactly what a heel does. He shoots on people when they least expect it, and they cause a stir, and that's exactly what he did. He caused a stir. So, looks like there were some WWE NXT stars that had no idea that they were being called up to the main roster. That's interesting. Let's have a quick look at that. This is WrestlingNews.co again. Andrew Ravens. So night one of this year's WWE draft started on last week's episode of SmackDown, where talent stayed and changed brands, including NXT stars who were called up and moved to Raw and SmackDown. Instead of traditional post-WrestleMania call-ups on Raw and SmackDown as surprises, this was done. As previously reported, there were some big names who were not told in advance that they would be changing brands for the draft. Instead, they found out at the same time as the fans. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is all. The winner of the steel cage match, and moving on to face Elijah Archer in the championship final, Tenacious B is your victor. So congratulations, Tenacious B. I'll go ahead and issue the payout for that if there is one.
And somehow, some way,
give me a moment while I do that. Looks like all the money was on Tenacious B. Tenacious B was the victor, so it looks like everybody's just simply going to get their money back. I will open up the betting line for the final match. So give me a moment while I do that. All right, so who's going to walk out the television champion, guys? Is it going to be the one, Elijah Archer? Or Tenacious B? Five minutes to make your bets. And I'm going to start the betting line right now. And there we go. You got 5 minutes to make those bets. And here we go. We're moving on to the main event of the evening. And the championship final for the WrestleWars Genesis Television Championship. Elijah Archer putting the title on the line. He just won that title just a short spell ago. And he decided that, considering how he won the championship, it was only fair if he immediately put the title on the line. He decided to do it in the form of a tournament. So here we go. Championship final. Elijah Archer, Tenacious B. Betting lines are already open. Who do you guys think is walking out the television champion? We're going to find out right now. Let's go. All right, back to that article about the NXT superstars that did not know they were being called up to the main roster. So reigning NXT Women's Tag Team Champions Isla Dawn and Alba Fire were also in the dark about the main roster call-ups, so the changes to the roster will be put into place after Saturday's Backlash. While speaking with David LaGreca and Mark Henry of Busted Open Radio, Fry Dawn spoke about being drafted, noting they had no idea it was coming. Fry said, "I've been saying it for days. I still don't feel like it's quite settled in yet. We had no idea that we were going to be drafted." And Dawn said, "As you could tell by our eyeballs going shocked." Fry noted that they'd worked hard for a long time to get to this moment, which means that the world is appreciated. Dawn pointed out that winning the titles at Stand and Deliver a month ago was their second televised match where they teamed together. On Tuesday's episode of NXT, they'll defend their tag titles against Caden Carter and Katana Chance, likely a spot where they will drop the titles. I would tend to agree with that. That's probably exactly what happens. They're not going to keep the NXT Tag Team Championship if they're moving to their respected new brands. Because as we found out with Solo Sikoa, he could not hold the NXT North American Championship because he was being drafted to the main roster, right? So,
get started here, let me remind everybody that
funny all the people that still have yet to be called up from NXT, but Solo Sikoa already on the main roster. I'm going to throw that out there too. But anyways. Let's see here. Looks like Alexa Bliss is returning to TV soon. WrestlingNews.co again, Paul Davis. It says, it looks like Alexa Bliss will be back very soon. The Boozer Wrestling Twitter account, which, by the way, according to reports tonight, they have been 100% accurate with their news and predictions with drafts and happenings in WWE. So, very interesting. Anyways, the account known for insider news, the account has gone public on Twitter for a few days, is reporting that Bliss is wanted for the Night of Champions Premium Live event in Saudi Arabia, which means that she's likely back after the Backlash Premium Live event. There's been no sign of Bliss on WWE TV for months, and the last time she was involved in anything was the storyline with Bray Wyatt for the Royal Rumble, where Bliss lost to Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. It's unclear if it means that Wyatt will also return to TV soon, or if Bliss will be working without him. On today's Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer said that Alexa Bliss is ready to return. So it looks like all signals point to an Alexa Bliss return very soon. Likely, well, they want her for Night of Champions, so likely right after or at the Backlash Premium Live event. I guess we shall see. All right. Here we go, gentlemen. Here we go. Archer making his way to the ring. Championship belt in hand.
Is none better in all of WWE right now.
Defending against Tenacious B. Tenacious B's already been through the quarterfinals, semifinals, and final 3 steel cage matches to get to Elijah Archer, who has been riding the pine, awaiting a challenger. Now, we all know it doesn't mean anything that he's coming in fresh. Sometimes, even though they've been through battles, they are riding a high and sitting on a cloud that no one other can reach. And it makes it very difficult for even the one that is fresh at 100% coming into the matchup. Whether or not that'll be the case this time is yet to be seen. We're about to find out. We are moments away from the television championship matchup. One final steel cage match for the evening.
Introducing the challenger from Hall of Fame City, Ohio, weighing in at 265 pounds, Tenacious B. And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 255 pounds, he is
Tenacious B looks fired up.
Champion, the one, Elijah Arthur.
But how much gas is left in that tank is the question. We know Archer's going to come ready for the fight.
Anytime this title is defended, it's a big fight feel.
Archer handed over the title. Here we go. It is time. Well, here's something interesting. I always do like when Eric Bischoff is just blunt. Here's something else from WrestlingNews.co. This time it's from Michael Schrute. Says Eric Bischoff calls CM Punk a piece of garbage and desperate little bitch for going to WWE Raw. So on the latest 83 Weeks podcast, WWE Hall of Famer Eric Bischoff gave his thoughts on some of the big wrestling news stories of the week. And he talked about the Hulkamania tour of Australia from 2009. Bischoff, if he feels AEW should bring in outsiders like Goldberg or Mercedes Moné for their show in Wembley Stadium. He said, I'm not so sure that I would want to bring in Mercedes or even a Goldberg for a one-off like this. I don't know that I would do that, and I don't think they're going to need it, quite honestly. I wouldn't want the perception, or in this case, maybe the reality of having to rely on somebody who's not part of my company to help sell that house. I wouldn't even want Punk on the card. If I'm Tony Khan, I want to be successful. I want to have a huge event. I want it to be successful. I want to be critically successful. I want fans to have loved it, and I want to have done it without someone like CM Punk, or certainly without someone like Bill Goldberg or Mercedes. Nothing against them. In the case of Bill Goldberg, I like Bill a lot. He's a good dude. If he does end up there, he'll probably help quite a bit. Same with Mercedes Moné, but I would want to be able to go over there and do it on my own and know that my roster, my stories, my brand is what sold the event, not relying on somebody else. As far as Punk goes, I wouldn't give that piece of garbage leverage. I wouldn't want him to think for a second that he's the reason that event sold out or got close to or whatever it is. I wouldn't let him in for a moment that he had anything to do with the success of what was going on over in the UK if I was Tony. Bischoff's thoughts on Punk showing up on backstage at Raw. He said, what a desperate bitch. I mean, maybe because I have zero respect for him, like none. To me, it just came off as a desperate move for attention. I did controversy. When controversy works in your favor, it's great, but controversy can also have blowback. I don't think there's going to be any blowback or negative reaction to this other than maybe for me, which doesn't clearly matter. But to me, he just comes off as a desperate little bitch, which is really what he is. He's a bitch. He's a whiny, overrated bitch. On AEW bringing back CM Punk for their new Saturday show. My opening opinion of him is based on what after I've been a wrestling fan for almost all of my life and spent 30 some odd years in the business. Look for when I'm looking at talent. To me, the cat is overrated, and I don't give a fuck who's spending $52 million on him. I think that's like the dumbest move in the world. There's going to be some executive somewhere that's going to be wishing they didn't make that call. I just don't get it. I don't. But hey, good for him. Good for Tony. If Tony can suck up and realize that he's bringing a guy back that made him look like an absolute douchebag sitting next to him at a press conference. He made Tony look like the smallest piece of trash I can imagine, and you're going to bring that guy back because somebody's going to pay you a lot of money to do it. Good for you, but I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. It's not worth it. But yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think there's a lot of people that agree with that, and they're going to agree with that. CM Punk doesn't have quite the same fan base he used to, right? And Eric Bischoff just flat out does not like CM Punk. So it's sort of expected that he's going to say things like that. But I don't know. I do agree with them. I don't think... They've already been well in the process of selling and tickets off for that show and getting the pre-registered ticket sales ready and things. They don't need Goldberg or Mercedes or anybody else to come in that hasn't already been working their ass off at the company and get credit for putting the ticket sales over for the company. I mean, I agree with that. It's not necessary. It doesn't need to be done. But we'll see what they do with it. You know what I mean? They're going to do what they're going to do. It is what it is. But I agree with Bischoff on that one. Joe Link, what do you think? I know you're still lurking around. What do you think about what Eric Bischoff said about not needing Goldberg, Mercedes Moné to come in and, you know, even think for a moment they might take credit for selling out that show that they've been planning and working hard on? Especially considering they don't even work for the company, right? They haven't been. They haven't done anything for the company. Up until now. At least. And in the immediate future, for that matter. To our knowledge, of course.
There he is, at the top of the cage. Still He's nearly there. Just a few more.
Tenacious B better hurry. Archer's just about over. Oh, he just barely got Archer. Archer was just about to swing that foot over. It was going to be all over for Tenacious B, and Archer was going to retain that championship, but Tenacious B pulls him back over the cage and is racing to the top.
Able to stop him here. Really showing his awareness.
Heading up and maybe heading out.
Now they are both racing to the top, and we know how this plays out. We watched Fat Lad and Tenacious B do it. Joling says the names like Goldberg and Mercedes Moné do bring some star power. They do bring star power, but is it necessary? When considering, like, again, they haven't been working for the company. They haven't been working towards this big, huge show that they're going to have at Wembley.
I think Eric is trying to bait Don to need the star power.
I think Eric is trying to say they don't need the... Well, I don't think they need their star power. You know, I mean, there's people within the company that they can have there or try to have there that will do just as good of a job at selling that. Oh, look at this. Down goes Archer. Tenacious B. Here comes Archer, though. And he gets to Tenacious B right before he pulls his leg over that cage. We just about had a new champion. But yeah, I think they have their own star power they could utilize. I don't think they need to keep bringing in WWE stars and now I know Goldberg and Mercedes Moné, they are not under contract with WWE, just for clarity here. I'm not saying they are, but they don't need WWE stars. They don't need Goldberg and Mercedes to come in and sort of jump the shoulders of those that got them to the opportunity of that huge show that they're going to be trying to sell out in the UK at Wembley Stadium. Is what I mean. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Vern?
Takes incredible guts to make this climb. In search of some footing to make this.
Again, I don't speak for anybody else. I mean, there's lots of people that might say, hey, yeah, man, well, no, they should bring in Moné. They should bring in Goldberg. I mean, that would sell more tickets. And it may, but the next question I have after that is, what are they going to do thereafter? What would they even do with Goldberg right now, or Mercedes Moné right now? I mean, they're having a hard enough time figuring out what they're going to do with the current members of their roster, much less add star power like that, which now you bring in a Goldberg, you bring in a Mercedes Moné, you've immediately got to start pushing them. You know what I mean? Like, we already seen what happened to other WWE stars that they brought in and pushed too soon or what have you, or they just didn't simply know what to do with. I mean,
Mercedes just lost the league title recently.
Mercedes just lost the IWGP title recently. She did, yeah. That was a fairly brief run. And look at this, Archer retaining the title. Tenacious B is done like dinner. Didn't catch him in time. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and still Wrestle Wars Genesis television champion, the one Elijah Archer, still your champion. That was a hell of a match. To be fair, though, like I did say earlier, Archer was the fresh one of the matchup, was riding the pine, awaiting a challenger, but Tenacious B, the resiliency. The man is a powerhouse. Put on a hell of a show in this tournament. A hell of a showing. But yeah, Archer won. Television championship will stay with the one. And Tenacious B will go back to the drawing board and try to figure out where he went wrong with Elijah Archer, other than being fatigued battered, bloodied, and bruised from being involved in 4 steel cage matches. Crazy. But anyways,
I think they've noticed, Byron.
that is it. That is all for episode number 461. We are going to invade Christian Cool and see what he's got going on over at the Coolverse. For those that were here tonight and enjoyed the tournament, appreciate you being here. People were in and out in the beginning. We kind of tapered off there at the end, to be fair. But Monday night's not our normal time slot, so to be expected. But it was a good show. And, of course, there'll be lots of people watching the VOD. So for everybody that's going to be watching the VOD, enjoy the show. It was a fantastic tone-setting matchup, fatal 4-way, best 2 out of 3 falls matchup. Winter Swarm retaining the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Championship. And, of course, Elijah Archer defending the WrestleWars Genesis Television Championship after a fantastic tournament that Tenacious B won. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night. It's going to be between 11:30 and 12, might even be closer to 12. For the next episode of WrestleWars Genesis. I'll see you tomorrow night. You don't have to go home, but you do have to get the fuck out of my channel. Go see Christian Cool. Goodbye.
To see a